Welcome back to Mik'd Up. Today is Monday. That was great by you. Today is Monday, April 25th. Is it the 25th? It is the 25th.
It is.
I got it right. Today is Monday, April 25th. We are brought to you by Sterling Automotive. You're watching Mik'd Up. We got the boys in the studio. We got Floyd on the mic. We got Jackie Boy on the mic. We got Stewie and Noah in there working hard, grinding. Oh, wait.
Shut up. There we are.
There we go. We got both of them. We got a big show. We got a great weekend. Yeah. Did you have a good weekend? You had a wedding week this weekend.
Yeah, exhausting weekend.
One of my friends officiated the wedding.
Yeah, nailed it. I missed that part, but it was
yeah, where were you?
That was okay.
I was trying to park my car.
Bathroom?
Fashionably late.
I was getting everybody prepared.
I had a very low-key weekend. I was very, very fond of my low-key weekend. I didn't do much. I had a lot of basketball, a lot of watching baseball. How was your weekend?
Busy, worked, but then Sunday did nothing but watch basketball.
I like the Thursday, Friday, Saturday series of baseball because I get that Sunday of like, okay, I can do everything and anything I want without having to focus on this baseball game, which is great, you know. But so I watched basketball. We went to brunch. Had a couple errands. Me and the wifey had to run. Came back home. Enjoyed the last little bit. It was on and off rain all day on Sunday, so it was the perfect time just to be inside. But we got a huge show today. Huge show today. We're going to recap the baseball series. Huge sweep by the boys. Jay Johnson is going to be on video call in 10 minutes. We have checked it. It works, thankfully.
He looked great. He has a great backdrop.
He looks great. Offense is great. Offense is a little different than I'm used to seeing because of Maneri. It used to be Maneri's offense looked different. His offense looks great.
Well, Maneri was hiding tiger droppings from everybody.
You can see it on the screen.
That's why he had his computer facing away.
You know, whiteboard. You're not going to see any secret on the whiteboard. It was shut down. But we got Jay Johnson at 11:15. Jack Bech and Will Campbell in studio at noon. So we're going to ask their thoughts on the spring game, what they liked, what they didn't like, who they saw improvements by, so forth and so on. But before we get to all of that, baseball talk is coming in a little bit. The Pelicans, they're in this thing, boys.
It's a series.
They are in this thing. Like, I think they're going to win the series. I know we had talked about it, and they lost the first game at home. And I was like, I don't know. And they come back with a vengeance, win yesterday. Now you go 1-1-1. I think they win it, boys. I think, look, CP3's getting old. He's got shut down by Alvarado. Shut down. Herb
Mentally.
Jones balling out. Like, it's lining up. I'm trying to get to the game on Thursday. I think I'm going to be there. I think I'm going.
You're trying to get feet on the floor, cuz.
I'm trying to get feet on the floor. That's tough.
You're trying to get floor.
I'm trying.
Wow.
That's tough, though. It'd be a little expensive. It's tough.
That's the who's.
I don't know if I'm going to make it on the floor, but I'm getting in the arena. I'm going to be in the blender at some point.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is it feet on the floor or nothing? Or
no.
Okay, I don't know.
You're in the suite.
You live to exactly. So you're not going to be with the people.
Yeah,
that's not true. Maybe.
He's not at steerage with us.
I'm not opposed to it. I'll sit right in the middle of everything. I just got to make sure I got whatever's offered. I will assess the situation
and pick my best option.
Make the best option.
choice for me.
There's no bad seats there
for me and my family. Okay. We're gonna get into that a little bit. The last little bit I want to talk about, we'll get to the end of the show, is Mikie He got to 3,000 hits. Former teammate of mine, friend of mine. Couldn't be happier for him. But we'll get to that. It's important, but not as important as the Pels. So we talked a little bit about. I think that obviously Devin Booker's out, right? He's not coming back for the series. I mean, I don't see the Pelicans. I don't see the Suns being able to score. They don't have anyone that can create their own shot. You were talking about it before the show.
Reggie made a great point. He's like,
by the way, I love Reggie on the call.
Do you see him tear up Ben Simmons before the game?
Yes,
too?
like he doesn't hold anything back. Ben Simmons, and he was going at Zion again.
You can give me 15.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, of course. I think he can give us 15 too. Like he is first of all, let's stop showing the Zion warm-ups. Can we please stop doing that? Because all that's going to do is just piss everybody off and give sound bites to everyone else. Hey, bro, he's not playing. We said he was going to play. I wish he was playing. Everybody wished he was playing because if you had him and you had Ingram and you had McCollum and you had all the other rookies in there that are fucking balling out, this team is nasty. But he doesn't want to play. Or he does want to play. For some reason, there's a disconnect. He's not playing. Let's stop showing that.
What was your thoughts of Zion? I looked at him like, Zion looks like shit. And then he did a between the legs like it was clockwork.
Look, Zion's always had that. He's always had that.
Flat-footed.
Yeah, he's always had that bigger like body.
And he did it so easily.
And here's the deal: like, look, we're seeing him shoot. We're seeing him do the jumps, and now going up and down the court. I don't know. Like maybe he just can't get. But
he can give you 15.
What you're showing me, you can give me 15 minutes. You can.
We can all agree on that.
15 minutes, and that 15 minutes would be a huge. I mean, you saw what happened last year when he played, and he like only had a limited amount. He scored fucking 20 points in what 10 minutes. It felt like he made 3 threes. I'm like, this guy would help.
Especially when you put him in the rotation when Alvarado comes in, where they're just chickens with their head cut off, just fast pace, just fucking running outlet every single time with Zion. That's what you need to do.
He would be a menace in that
that lineup.
Yeah.
Alvarado is a menace. Chris Paul's gonna punch him in the face next game. Like,
we got a nut shot.
Well, first of all, Chris Paul already did punch Herb Jones in the face.
Yeah.
And he got away with it. He got flagrant one. I know he's smaller, guard going up, but
It was a flagrant.
Herb Jones was bitching him around all game, and Herb Jones had the layup, and Chris Paul saw the opportunity to make it look like a block, but I'm also going to fucking let him know.
Rake your eye.
Yeah, but he didn't hit him hard enough because he got the and one.
Did you see the hand thing? So Herb Jones is on the ground, and CP3 was trying to pick him up, and he's like, nah, fuck you. You're not.
Herb Jones is a fucking baller, dude. Herb Jones, they talked about a lot on the broadcast, right? They talked about how this guy made it to the second round, all this stuff. Willie Green was like, I saw the first day of summer workouts, Summer League, that he was going to be special. Like, obviously, his defense, he's going to be able to score. Like, his offensive game is going to progress, like, rapidly over the next couple years.
When you're that long and athletic.
No doubt. And, like, dude, his closeout blocks.
2.
Like, the 2 blocks that he had, like, where he jumped and how high he got and the peak that, like, that's unbelievable. He's a freak.
That was probably the best the Pelicans can play, right? You'd imagine. I mean, obviously, there's been a lot made of.
I disagree. I think they didn't shoot very well from behind the arc. Now, defensively, they're like, I don't know if you played better than that.
Quintessential home playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like, I don't think you played better than that. Now, I didn't realize how much the discrepancy was in the free throw attempts. Like
a
that. Lot. Okay, but look, I'm not. There's no bias. You think the fucking NBA wants the Pelicans to win over the Suns? No. Like. There was just the way the game was being played and how it was being played, and they don't have anybody on the Suns that can create and make their own shot. So there's not guys that are really getting to the rack to be able to force those fouls. So they're not going to have as many free throws. Now Brandon Ingram's fucking getting to the rim anytime he wants. So they're obviously going to naturally have more foul shots. But bro, New Orleans is popping. It's a fun place to be, and dude, the Smoothie King Center looks awesome.
But going back to Reggie, there was a Reggie Miller quote. He was saying, the Pelicans, they have nothing to lose. Like, we're not supposed to be here. Like, they don't know better, and that's what's so dangerous. Like,
and the longer you let them hang around, this team is dangerous because these guys don't know any better. They're rookies. They don't really know that they're not supposed to be. I mean, they kind of hear it, but like at this point in the season, you've played so long and you've kind of created your own like momentum personally as like a player that at this point you're not a rookie. Like yes, the playoffs, but you're in it, bro. You're in it. Like there's no rookie anymore. Like you know what you're gonna give, you know what you're gonna do, and you know how to play and how to perform. And like the moment's not gonna be too big for them because they're in it. Like, hey, this is a big game for them. If they lose this game, the series is over. Mm-hmm. Right? Like there's no way they come back down 3-1. Like going to Phoenix, there's no way it's over. They had to win this to even the series, and now you got the 1-1-1. Like they don't have enough firepower on Phoenix right now in the postseason, this long in the season to be able to go.
Only if they play slow, because the times the Pelicans win is when they control the tempo and play fast. You saw that in Game 2 when Hayes was leaking every single time. Last night, you see they're boxing out Chris Paul so they can run the tempo just like that every single time.
But I mean, that's if you know that's. I mean, how do you slow them down is the question. We'll get into it. I want to keep talking about it because I love basketball and I love talking. I love when the Pelicans are good. Obviously, we have our experts in Jackie Boy and Noah over there as our Pels insider.
Should have watched it. He punished himself while watching all 82, but it turns out to be a smart decision.
Look,
he
knew
what we didn't.
I was trying to tell y'all from the jump.
You're right. We're going to let you be the expert and get into it, but we have Jay's coming on and...
I'll let you know when Jay's in here.
Okay.
Well, I could just see. I'm the only one that
nice.
has the
You're
ability to see
produced.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Produce
quick
the
thing
show.
about that game. I watched Bridges for the Suns. I'm like, that's Sean Marion 2.0 on the court.
With a better shot.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
Matrix.
Sean Marion's shot went in. It just looked
Ugly.
ugly as shit.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges should have won Defensive Player of the Year.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I bet.
think for the game, for the series, really, the next game, the ball's in Monty Williams' court. I think it falls on him as the coach. Because Willie Green made the adjustment.
Yeah.
You know, DeAndre Ayton came out in Game 3 and controlled. Willie Green adjusted, shut down Chris Paul. Jonas Valanciunas set his name in the series, really.
Balled out.
And that's what the game plan was. That was what Willie Green wanted to do. And so now it's on Monty Williams to kind of push back.
Valanciunas.
Missed some bunnies too.
Yeah, and he is like he's a big dude, but he's got some nice feet, dude.
Oh my
like
God.
that spin move on the baseline, the reverse layup. I thought he blew his knee out on the finish. It looked weird when he hopped.
Well, you can only get so lucky for so long.
But like, dude, his feet are unbelievable.
If he was playing in the 50s, he would be unreal.
Oh my
I
God.
mean,
He's a 5th overall pick.
He's
I realize
Mik'd,
that.
bro.
He's
He Wilt Chamberlain.
And he was making shots and he hit the 3, and I'm like, oh, this.
When he hit the 3, that was
I was like, this place is electric right now. This guy is absolutely feeling himself, and
he bitched Ayton. Ayton had 23 points. I didn't even know that.
yeah, Ayton had a lot of points early, had some points late in the game, but like the big moments,
Ball coach is here.
ball coach is here. The big moments, he didn't show up. But the big moments, this guy shows up. Jay Johnson
Absolutely.
is here in the big moment, showing up, and we are on. Let me get my earphones in.
What a stud.
Stud. We good? Hey, Coach. You there?
Fellas, how you doing?
Hey, how are you doing? Big weekend.
Doing
how you
good.
feeling after the weekend?
On to the next.
I love that. On to the next. You got UNO on Tuesday, right?
Correct. Up there, yes.
We were talking. I know you on to the next. I know but let's recap a little bit of this weekend. I going into the series, we had talked a lot about, there's so much parity in the SEC, and especially in the SEC West, where everybody seems like they're a game or two away from each other. And going into this weekend series, you had Missouri coming home, and I felt like it was a winnable series and a sweepable series. Obviously you can't take anybody for granted. Did the message change going into this weekend of saying, hey, this is an important weekend series to be able to catch up and stay in contention with Arkansas?
Not really. I mean, when you look at their team, I actually think they have 3 or 4 major league players on their team, and their RPI coming into the weekend was 24, so it was a top 25 RPI series. And you looked at how they started out the SEC play. I believe their first 3 weekends were Vanderbilt, Arkansas, and Tennessee. And so I don't know that anybody's had a tougher schedule or road than those guys. And so really all of these, we're looking at them exactly the same way. I think it's important to build that kind of thought discipline in our team. And just pleased that we played well and pleased that we came out on the front end or the right end of some close games.
Coach, before the season started, we talked a lot about, everyone outside, and you really included, mentioned that you were going to be deep in the as far as the pitching staff goes. The bullpen's deep, but you didn't know who was going to step up and how it was going to shape out. The bullpen has been unbelievable for you, and this weekend they didn't disappoint, and they did the exact same things they've been doing. As they bridged the gap to the end of the game, and Sunday they had to extend some guys and. Talk about how important the bullpen has been, and talk about the job that the pitching staff and the pitching coaches have done.
Yeah, they've done a great job. I mean, you can't win at the highest level of Division I baseball without elite pitching, in my opinion. I think how we're doing it is a little bit different based on the personnel that we have. I was wondering yesterday when the last time LSU has swept a SEC series. The Saturday starter didn't get out of the 3rd inning, and the Sunday starter didn't get out of the 2nd. And it's a little, like I said, it's a little different way to do it, but I think it fits our guys, the style, their strengths, all those types of things. It's kind of the old Tampa Bay Rays opener kind of approach, to be honest with you. And they're just doing an incredible job of picking each other up. I think inherited runners not scoring is a big part of winning. We've driven that home from the time that we've gotten here. We trained them in that in the fall, and it's honestly worked out better than I could have even imagined. And they deserve a lot of credit for that. Coach Kelly deserves a lot of credit for that. He does a great job with the pitch calling. I try to do as much work as I can on game planning of who fits where with who. And so we don't even really have a closer, to be honest with you. It's just like kind of where are we setting guys in the lineup? Who do we want to face? What keeps the game close? We have a very good offense that can score quickly. And so you just want to keep it to where the game is manageable, and our pitchers have done a really good job of that.
So this next question is two parts to this next question. One, you talked about inherited runners and not allowing them to score. I feel like, watching Riley Cooper, I feel like you put him in situations that are it's kind of like the nut cutting time. Like he has to go there and he has to make a big pitch and he has to make a play, and he always seems to do it. And I guess the second part of it is the way you manage your bullpen is a way, it's like a major league manager would manage their bullpen. And kudos to you, because in college that's a hard thing to do with younger kids and putting guys in these types of situations. And so I just wanted to kind of give you your flowers on that, because the way you are going in there and playing matchups and doing those things that you have to do to win games, it's refreshing to see that kind of translate into the college game.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Like I said, we just really try to prepare, and starts with recruiting. Coach Maneri was very helpful when I got here of the pieces he thought we needed to get a chance to have a chance to compete this year. And obviously the depth of the pitching staff and the bullpen was a big part of it. So in this summer to be able to pick up, Riley Cooper, as you mentioned, Bryce Collins, and Paul Gervais and Eric Reiselman, I mean, that completely changed the outlook of what we had as a pitching staff. And so it just allows you the flexibility to do two things: put the players in position to be successful, and then you don't have to ask anybody to do too much. And then we've had some guys step up. Obviously, Mikhail Hilliard, has been able to shorten some of these weekends, right, so we can take the rest of the guys and spread them out accordingly. They've done a great job at bouncing back. They've done a great job at collecting outs in less than 30 pitches. Eric the other day went 2 2/3 in like 29 pitches. And when you do that, it allows them, the opportunity to pitch 2 and 3 times a week, which is good. So I'm very happy with how it's come together. And like I said, just trying to keep the game within striking distance, kind of till that top of the order comes back up. They've done a great job at that.
Yeah, you mentioned the top of the order. Obviously, everybody coming into the season knew how good, especially the top part of the lineup was going to be. I don't think anybody realized that Braden Jobert was going to have 12 or 13 home runs at this point in the season. I don't think people realized that Pearson and Stevenson were going to give you big time at bats in the end of some of these games. To me, and I know you've mentioned some of it, Cade Doty has been, nobody talks about him, and I don't think it's not fair to him because he is unbelievable to me. I think he has been steady Eddie, and he has come up with some enormous hits. Obviously, he had the walk-off. Talk about how much of a leader he's been, how good he's been for your team, and then talk about how good those freshmen have been. You've thrown them out there, and you're leading Pearson off, and Stevenson comes up with the big double. It just seems like everything's starting to kind of find its way and start to click.
Yeah, in terms of Cade, I mean, when I took the job, obviously it was LSU, but, I had some hopes for this roster. And I remember recruiting him or seeing him when he was 15 years old. Obviously, a guy that lives 20 minutes from LSU isn't going to go to Arizona. Right. But I remember how good a player that Cade was. He always struck me as kind of a hard-nosed, tough-minded kid. And you don't always find that with talented guys. And so he's been as important to our overall success as any player on the roster. He's the one guy, like, I think we're going to get a good chunk of this team back in 2023. Man, I'd love to. I wish we could. If we could start working on an NIL deal or something. Let me know. But he's going to be a first-round pick, in my opinion. I definitely think he is a major league player someday. But his tools are matched by his competitiveness. And certainly a good building block, type player. And then as far as the freshman, I could really see it coming with Josh Pearson. I had to kind of bring him in and say, hey, look, like, you probably should play more than you're going to at the outset here, but we have to kind of figure this out and, try to get everybody at bats to kind of see where our best team fits. And he just kept taking good at bats. And he's got power, hit a couple home runs at Mississippi State, huge 2-out RBI in the bottom of the 8th inning the other day. He will walk. So I think he's a really, really complete player. Is a hitter. He's done a great job defensively in right field too. Like, that wasn't part of his skill set, I thought, in the fall that was very good. He's more than adequate out there. And then Josh Stevenson, really big lift for our team. If I had one gripe, I don't think we're overly athletic, and sometimes it kind of limits some of the things that we can do. And he has some good speed and athleticism. He's got some twitch in the bat, which is allowing him to get to some fastballs. And so he's in line with the type of player, I hope that we'll see more and more of, as we go through our time here. But he's doing a really good job. They're both going to have some growing pains, and those will continue, but they're managing them really, really well.
Yeah, you mentioned right field. To me, because I play a little bit of right and center, to me, right field at LSU is one of the hardest positions to play because you have that stupid hill of a mound on the field.
Yeah.
And you have the sun right in your face. It's a tough place to play right field, and he's done it. You're right. He's done a very, very good job of handling that. I want to ask you a little bit about this. So you came obviously from Arizona. You came from the Pac-12 into the SEC. I know leading up into the season, you've played SEC teams before, but you've never really coached obviously a full season. Did you have expectations coming into the season of like maybe what to expect and how the season was going to be? And has that changed, or has that been right on par with what you have thought coming in with 4 series left into the year?
Yeah, I would equate it to this. It's a super regional every single weekend is kind of what I would say. I mean, the 2 times we went to Omaha, we beat SEC to go to Omaha, but it's a lot different in that one-shot deal versus, these series just keep kind of coming at you. And, it's interesting because a couple of the teams, and I kind of knew it going in, were a lot better than maybe they'd been advertised. And I think it's starting to play out and people are seeing that, but there's no let up in the schedule. And so really, I don't think about who's next. It's just like we take them as they come. You're going to take some lumps here and there, and just being really consistent in our mindset and being really consistent in trying to push the players towards improving is really all I'm trying to do. Because if you look too far down the road, or I got to do this or we got to do that, it doesn't help them play better. In fact, it actually just complicates it. So they've done a nice job of staying focused on what's in front of them, and we're going to have to continue to do that because it certainly doesn't let up the next few weeks.
Absolutely. One of the things that happens down here in Baton Rouge is we don't have a professional baseball team, so the media and everybody kind of, it's LSU baseball is basically the professional team of Louisiana. And so there's a lot more added eyeballs and a lot more pressure. And there's been a lot to be said. There's been a lot of rumblings about the defense and all of these different things. And, from watching it, I think the defense has gotten better and has progressively gotten better. I'm sure, it's not up to your standards yet, but you could tell that it is progressing. How have you helped? Now, I don't know if this is an internal thing with the players or if it's just something that it happens with everyone. But, when you hear a lot of noise like that, it's tough, especially being a younger guys and guys that aren't used to hearing that. How did you help the guys get through that? And how did y'all, you work together to, basically keep moving forward and not let it affect them?
Yeah, that's a great question. And honestly, I'm not really surprised by that. I think I came in with a pretty good idea of what this place was like. I'm a huge college football fan, paid attention to that and the environment of the SEC and all of those kinds of things. No program in college baseball has more eyeballs on it or more passionate fans than LSU. I think what I try to get them to is none of that stuff helps us play better. And the bottom line is the goal of everybody is for us to play better and to win. That's your goal. That's my goal. That's the fans' goal. But if you pay attention to negativity or maybe what people on the outside that don't have the internal perspective say, it's taking you away from playing better. And so, why would we give it time, thought, or attention, especially when maybe that perspective isn't the one that's going to help you. And so we kind of hit it, head on, from that standpoint. I don't worry about it as a 45-year-old head coach, as a player. Sometimes they can, it affects them, and it doesn't always affect them in a positive way. But I'm proud of our players, for just staying the course and doing what we need to do. And I think we've won like 8 of our last 12 or 9 of our last 12. And, you would think, with the series at Arkansas, the world was going to end, for some of them. And you just can't go about it that way. And the other thing that I try to remind them is, like, this place is phenomenal to play home games at. Mm-hmm. I mean, and we're 21-5 at home. You cannot have it both ways, where you have a ruckus, into it, passionate fan bases supporting you, that's getting on their feet when you get a big 2-out hit, and not have a little criticism. Like, that's unfair. Like, they want you to do well. They support you when you do well. So you're going to have to kind of wear it once in a while when it doesn't go good. But let's just focus on the things that are going to help us play better, because that's ultimately what everybody wants.
For sure. Social media has done it's kind of, expedited, and it's made those criticisms a lot louder, more so than it has been when I was there. But, it's a real thing. It's a hard thing. The pressure's a hard thing. Let's move on to Georgia a little bit. I know you don't want to look too far ahead, and I know you don't want to get into, moving past an opponent. I know you have UNO on Tuesday, but what are some of the problems that Georgia poses for you coming into this weekend? Because they're a top 25 team. Like, I feel like every team in the SEC is. And they're coming, and you have to go ahead and kind of keep that momentum rolling. What problems do you see, or what do you see that they're good at or not so good at?
Yeah, they're actually number 3 in the RPI, that's the ranking that matters in terms of postseason and, just getting into the NCAA tournament or hosting or, any of those types of things. The starting pitching, Jonathan Cannon, who's probably arguably the best pitcher in college baseball, he had been out for a couple weeks. He came back last week against Alabama and threw 5 no-hit innings. So we'll have to deal with him. Nolan Crisp, one of their other starters, has a really good arm. Offensively, they have some guys that really hit mistakes well, can hurt you with one-type swing. So those are probably the things that stand out. I mean, I'll look at that a lot closer throughout the week, and we'll have a real good idea of what we need to do to win. But one thing I've really tried to hammer to these players here this year is it's not who we play, it's how we play. And, this has been a good team. Our team's been good at picking one phase to the other up. And when you're going through the SEC and the other teams are talented too, that's the way it's going to go. You're not going to score 10 every game. You're not going to throw a shutout every game. So I'm pleased with that part of it, and we're going to have to continue to do that here on the back end of the schedule and into the postseason.
It seems like, being an outsider, kind of watching it from TV and following it pretty closely, it just seems like the more chippy the game gets, the better the guys play, right? You feel like they have a little bit more fire. The pitching staff sometimes has a lot of that energy, and you can feel it carry over to the offense. The offense kind of has it. And to me, that's a sign of a great team, because you can't just go into games without having that type of competitiveness and that type of fire. And to see it, and start with Florida, and then there's other things that happen throughout the course of the year. I'm like, man, just got to piss these guys off, and they play really, really, really well.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. Baseball, as a baseball guy, it's a 56-game schedule. It's about the play. The pitcher has so much to do with it. There's no magic bullet of like, hey, we're fixed, we're turned around. I mean, obviously there's been no better example of us than us. We swept at Mississippi State, got swept at Arkansas, came home and swept. It's about the play. One thing that we're trying to drive home is winning can never be more important to the other team than it is to us. And I'd give us a B plus on that grade. I mean, there's 2 games on the schedule this year where I didn't feel like we brought that edge or that intensity. The rest of them, it's been pretty good. Like it's been about the play. When we've played well, we've won. When we haven't against a good opponent, we haven't. And so they want to win. They want to be successful. They're putting in the time to improve and do that. And, as far as the edge or the chippiness back and forth, it's all over baseball right now. I mean, the pitcher is trying to celebrate the strikeout before the umpire is even called strike three. we got bat flipping on balls that are getting caught at the warning track. So,
oh no, it's out of control.
I think it's just the way it is now, and we want to have fun. Like, I want the team to want to be at this field and competing with each other more than they want to be anywhere doing anything else. So I'm not going to be holding any of that stuff back. We're gonna play with that edge, and we want to be excited about winning, and we want to celebrate winning.
I love that.
Yeah, you mentioned wanting to celebrate winning, Coach. What was the stipulations? Get the boombox in the dugout. We got a little fire going for the boys, a little juice in there.
Yeah. So
seems like that was your idea.
Yeah, that's your idea, Coach. No doubt.
No, 1,000%. Saturday morning, I don't even remember who it was. Somebody came up and asked me about, hey, can we play a song when we score a run? I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, and I just said, hey, whose ever idea is this? If there's any cuss words or there's anything inappropriate or it gets out of hand, the equipment manager's fired and the person.
What did I do?
If you can keep it under control and have fun with it, like, hey man, if you want to get a DJ in here, I'm all good with that. If that's going to help us score 10 to 15 runs.
Hey, I love it. It gave me some juice. I liked it. It was great. That's you need that. You need something to rally the troops.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Does this thing take it on the road? Are we going to road boombox, or is it only for home games?
I guess it's to be determined, but with some of these
that thing's making its way on the bus, dude. No doubt.
We'll make it on the bus tomorrow. Yes.
I love that. Coach, listen, I know your time's valuable. I appreciate you coming on and talking to us. I'm gonna let you go. I know I'm sure you've got some game planning to go on and get the boys into the field. But I appreciate this. This is awesome. I'm a huge fan of y'all's. Obviously, I keep up. And I'm going to keep it up throughout the course of the weekend and course of the postseason. So thanks for coming on, Coach, and good luck.
You got it. Thanks for having me. Take care, guys.
Yep. Stud.
Great answer.
Stud.
Poor equipment manager.
Yeah, what that guy's taking a ricochet shot.
Hey, that's tough. You got sometimes you need a fall guy, and sounds like the fall
Poor
guy.
scholarship kid.
Yeah, make sure those things the music is tight, edited, no inappropriateness. What songs are they playing?
I don't know. That's what I was going to get there, but we wrapped. I was ready
Sorry.
dive into this thing.
I just felt bad because he said earlier at 11 is probably better. I just didn't want to.
Yeah. You wouldn't have him on again, of course.
We'll have to message an equipment manager.
Yeah.
How nervous were you?
I think he's got to pack the thing too. It's got to make the road trip. No doubt it's in the bus. But he said, DJ, I think maybe throw Leon in the dugout. Let that guy skid on the ones and twos.
Well,
dude.
Leon needs some upbeat.
Yeah,
some upbeat
we're
stuff.
Getting there.
We're working on some upbeat
Question.
stuff.
What was it? Last week we had Doug Thompson. He was telling how a team unifies. It was either if you said Maneri was motherfucking someone and everyone's like, we hate him, or it's a possum. It's that unifying thing that we can all look to. That maybe it's superstitious, but we believe in it and we're all in together on it. Could this be that?
For
I
sure.
know it's silly, but
for sure. No. It's look. I was telling him before the show in 2008. I was before I got to LSU. They made their long run, their 23-game winning streak. They were super regional. They were a national host, hosting regionals, hosting supers, made to Omaha. They had a Tony Sachery's seasoning thing in the dugout, right? Well, they wrapped it up so you couldn't see what it was, and they wrote championship seasoning on it.
nice.
And so before the games, they would go and they put the seasoning on all the bats before the game, and that's what it is. Hey, you got to sprinkle some championship seasoning on it. And that was what they rallied around. That's what they did throughout the course of the 23 game and the rest of the season. Obviously, it's fun. That's not the reason why they won, but the energy it brought and the togetherness that it brought and the fun that it brought, that was the reason why they won, and that helped do it. And I think that the boombox for sure. Every team has different personalities. Every team has different leaders. Every team has a different makeup, and sometimes it takes a little longer to find that than it does others, right? You have new guys, you have young guys, you have old guys. You have to figure out what vibes with everyone, and I think they're starting to find that. You can kind of feel, the swing of the season. I didn't realize Missouri's RPI was as high as it was. Yeah, which is that makes the weekend a lot. Shows you how much I know. But makes the weekend.
He's a big RPI guy.
Yeah,
you could tell in the research.
Well, you have to be. You have to be. Georgia's a 3 RPI. That's Tennessee's 1. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if Tennessee's a 1 RPI.
I can look that up for you.
But I know Georgia's 3. That's a tough. I mean, that's big, right? And RPI is that's how they judge hosts. And everybody talks about Baton Rouge and LSU being Omaha or bust and all of those things, but you want to host regional.
First things first.
You got to host a regional,
Tennessee's
right?
1 for RPI.
One.
Southern is number 3 RPI.
Georgia Southern is number 3.
Notre Dame number 2.
Hey, Notre Dame's doing it this year in baseball.
Georgia's
Coach
number
Mary.
5.
Georgia's number 5 in RPI, but still top 5 in. This is a big weekend. Like
Are you questioning Jay Johnson, dude?
you have,
Look, I am not questioning Coach.
you have another home
He's gonna
series.
fire an equipment manager. He could get us toast too.
Are they playing at UNO tomorrow?
I think it is a home and home. Yeah, a little Blake Dean favor.
A little Blake Dean favor. They do like to play. We do LSU. As an LSU likes to go and play.
Georgia State.
They they went to Ruston, play Louisiana Tech. They're going to UNO. We've played UNO a couple times, probably more than a couple times at UNO. We did when I was there. So I like that. I think it's a good thing. But they're at home this weekend against Georgia, correct?
Yeah.
Please tell me I'm right on that.
Yeah.
I'm a sports show host. I should know that. I do know that, but I just want to make sure. Just trying to confirm.
No, they are.
You going?
This weekend, I may sneak in there. Now with ESPN Plus, you can watch them. It's great.
Yeah, I have ESPN Plus.
How did you get that?
You stole my freaking thing.
Well, I couldn't watch the spring game. I needed
Well,
help.
hey,
Here
if
I
it
am
kick-
using Cajun-omics.
I tell you what.
I did use Cagenomics for LSU baseball
tell you
game.
what, if it
Don't
kicks me
ruin
off-
it. Don't you? Don't.
If I get
Best
kicked
secret
off,
in
if I get
sports.
kicked
Yeah.
off, if I get kicked off my ESPN Plus account, you are gone. You're fired.
What would I do?
You're
How
fired
could I
off.
do that?
Because sometimes you have too many accounts and they kick you off.
Well, then just kick me off. Don't fire
Yeah.
me.
You and equipment manager.
Not fired from my producer, but
Oh,
fired
fired from
from
the
my
Plus.
from the Plus. From
I
the
mean, I could
Plus.
trade an account for an account.
What account are you gonna trade me?
The browsers.
I knew that was coming. I walked right into that.
I couldn't believe it was that easy.
I walked right into that. I was like, God dang it,
Jared, I miss you.
man.
He opened the door.
J-Mitch needs to get back.
Speaking of ESPN Plus, they had a Man in Arena marathon yesterday.
I know the new one came out. The last one came out, I think, or it's coming out next week.
That was my first time watching it.
because the episode 10 has not been released.
Oh, probably because it was going to be.
I don't know
Schefter
what. I don't
fucking
know
ruined
what.
it.
I don't know
Schefty.
what's going on with that one. I don't know how. Like if something got messed up or
It was
what.
supposed to be at the end. It was,
It was gonna be-
I know, I know, but Schefter fucked it up.
It was going to be him announcing going to Miami and
Is
buying
Schefter
him a
losing?
team.
Is Schefter losing favor with a lot of people?
I mean, yeah, he
I
keeps
think
stepping
so.
in shit every
I think
time he
so.
tweets. He's terrible at his
Ian
job.
Ian Rappaport's taking the reins of Schefter, I think.
Well, he's handing him over.
Yeah, I mean, that
Schefter's done it to Schefter. There's nobody
Yeah, yeah.
taking his job.
Yeah, Schefter's
just had
He's
to
on the
Bad,
hot-
bad,
he's on the
bad,
hot
bad
seat.
week.
He's on
Bad
the hot
week.
seat.
Bad-
He's
bad
on the hot
year.
seat.
He
He's
just
on the
got
hot
paid.
seat.
He's
Man,
on
I
the
had a lot
hot
more.
seat.
I had a lot more I want to ask Jay.
We should
Did I
have
let
one
him go?
weekly.
Did I let him go premature? Or was that right? Right move.
Gentleman move.
Gentleman move for the first time.
Yeah, it was 20 minutes. I was like, I wasn't trying to like.
30's usually the cap.
Yeah, so I was
So,
like,
yeah, that
I'm
was
gonna-
good.
You know, I didn't
Buttered him
wanna-
up.
Yeah, he was good. He was
He was
laughing, boombox, but he has some good stuff. I mean, talking about him knowing that Pearson was going to be a guy early on.
You would hope.
Yeah, but he could
Yeah,
see it, right?
that's what
Like
I'm
the way
saying.
he played, like he brought him in, like, hey, look, we have other guys that are good. Like you should be playing.
Wait.
You know, you just have to wait. Be patient. Like your time is going to come. I don't know how I don't know how it's going to happen. You know, whether it be injury or somebody just not playing well or what, and it just happened to be injury, right? Like Dugal got hurt, opened up a spot in the outfield for him to play, and he started playing, and Stevenson got an opportunity, and you know, I feel like that's how you create a winning program for years to come. Is you have these young guys that force their way into the lineup, and you're willing to play them, and not just because a senior, you allow the guy who's better, who may be a freshman, to play, and now you're creating this culture of like, hey, the best man's going to play competition, and now you have this guy going into sophomore year, into his junior year,
With confidence.
and you create that. So now you create this like door that just continually revolves, and so I think it's a huge thing, and you know you could see the difference. I just feel like and we talked about it. It gets warmer, and the wind starts blowing out, and
Shorts start coming out.
it starts to get more fun, and school's winding down. Football's over, over. People are going to be at the games. You are 2 games behind Arkansas for the division lead. Now you have your work cut out for you because the two teams ahead of you are Auburn and Arkansas. Both teams beat you, so they have the tiebreaker over you. You have A&M on your tail, but you have Georgia this weekend. You win the series against them, which is tough. It's gonna be tough. You win the series, you're in a great position. Then you have Alabama, who is 9-9 in conference. They're gonna have a pretty good RPI. So you have Vanderbilt the last weekend of the season, and then you have I always keep forgetting the fourth series. Anybody know it?
Oh, it's Vandy, or it's Vandy, Alabama, Georgia,
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Who's not so good.
And you got Ole Miss, who's Bianco's on the hot seat. They're struggling. They lost the series this weekend to Mississippi State. Like,
dude, he's out.
But they are good enough to beat you. You know, it's like you said, every weekend is super regional.
It feels like he's finding his footing.
He
Johnson.
He understands. I don't think people understand and respect his management of the bullpen, because that is really, really, really hard. That's how in professional baseball, especially, that's how you realize who's a good manager and who's not. Because managing the bullpen is the hardest thing that you can do in baseball, because you have matchups, you have guys starting, you have to know when to pull a guy, when to keep him in, when to lengthen him out, when to shorten him out. Like,
it's all feel.
You have a lot of things. You have to understand the situation, and you have to be able to say, hey, listen, it's not an indictment on you. It's a situation, right? You have to have the players buy in and know, hey, my number is going to be called any given time, and I have to be ready at that time to pitch. And hey, I may only be needed for one out, and I may be the closer, and I may be the guy that he relies on the most, but they may only need me for one guy, and it may be the second guy of the inning. He's not scared to pull. I should ask him that too. He's not scared to pull guys mid-count.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I haven't seen that much, but he'll pull a guy in a 1-0 count or a 2-0 count. Like, what goes into that thought process?
Jay,
you want to come back on right now?
I mean, I think we might be able to. We should make him a weekly.
I think so.
But I think the other part that makes it hard is the competitiveness of a pitcher, and for you to go out there after 3 pitches and be like, ball. And that's tough that's tough for a lot of people to swallow, for them to get that buy-in that, like, fuck, here comes coach. Like, all right, I'm handing it off to the next guy. Like, I trust the next guy to get the out because I know I'm going to be able to pitch again tomorrow.
Yeah, I love the energy the pitching staff shows too.
Yep.
The energy brings, like, they make the big
Pen dogs.
They make the big pitches, yeah, and they get the outs, they get out the innings. Like, it is Sunday's game, like, had every opportunity. They had every opportunity to lose the game, right? And they had some reasons too. They booted a ball. They had some situations that didn't go the right way. The ball felt like it wasn't smooth, right, in the 8th inning. And he had bases loaded, 2 outs. He brings in Cooper, and Cooper gets out the inning, and you felt like, okay, this is it. That we needed. Like, once they got out this inning, it was over. And it's a hard situation to be put in. And he's been awesome. We need to get Cooper in here. We need to get Riley Cooper in here. He's been great.
He could probably come on a Friday.
He doesn't drink. They said he doesn't drink.
It's Foodie Friday.
Oh yeah.
But he's been great. Obviously the mixing
Doesn't drink.
Because we're at Earl's on Friday.
I know, but who said that?
He can't come to, dude.
Raiselman said
Friday we're at 4:30 on Earl's.
I didn't. No, I'm just saying I don't believe the fact that he doesn't drink.
That's what Raiselman said. Maybe that was the lawyer in him.
I mean, why not? Like,
look at him.
Walking
Barstool.
He's a walking fireball shot.
It's not that you don't believe it. You just don't want to.
I could get him on the right side of history.
Well, don't do that.
Why?
What if he doesn't want to? Why would you force this guy to do that?
He doesn't know what he's missing out on.
That's not
it's
true.
Louisiana. Embrace the culture.
Maybe he had a bad drinking experience.
Well, then you only just don't drink that one thing. That's what like everybody has the one drink that you're like, oof, that was
yours? Goldschlager?
None.
Jack. I don't like Jack. I have bad experience with Jack.
See, everybody has one. I'm trying to think. Like, I could still do Jaeger. I can still do liquid cocaine. Still
actually,
back.
it's not Jack. It's it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what liquid cocaine is? It's a Lafayette Special.
What is
it? It is
Goldschlager, Red Bull.
Goldschlager, Red Bull, and Jaeger mixed together.
Jesus,
toss that thing back.
Kidney failure.
That's tough.
It's tough, but
tough.
worth
You're
it.
talking shit off that.
Oh my goodness.
Mine's Southern Comfort. I can't do Southern Comfort. I used to crush Southern Comfort.
Oh well, yeah, it's pansy
My
drink.
freshman year, Soko and Dr. Pepper, and it was like candy. I was like, this is too
Mikey,
sweet.
yeah.
This is too sweet. I can't do this anymore.
That's why you're so fat your freshman year.
Was I fat?
No.
don't think so. I was pretty skinny.
You're good.
Pretty skinny. I was pretty lean. Nice and lean. I was 190 pounds. 85 pounds.
All SoCo.
Also.
Soko and Bangs.
I asked my cousin one time.
And Bangs,
I
yeah.
asked my older cousin one
Abercrombie.
time to buy me some Southern Comfort. Hey, can I get a fifth of Southern Comfort? He said, Southern Comfort? Question. I'm like, what are you drinking? I'm like, just give it to me.
This is
you a weirdo?
mine.
Don't ask questions. Give it, please. It tastes good, okay? It tastes good.
Job done.
It's sweet.
Yeah, learning.
Hey, tomorrow's a trap game.
Mm.
You know it's a trap game.
They can swing it.
They can swing it. I'm not necessarily saying based off talent, but like you got a big sweep. You're looking to Georgia, like you just want to get to Georgia. You just want to get to the weekend because now it's like SEC weekend, SEC weekend, SEC weekend. You can feel the back end of the season. Like this is the time to like let's
Make
go.
a move.
And it's a trap game. And you know Blake Dean has the fighting privateers over there that you know they want to win. You know he's obviously etched in LSU baseball lore for his moments and his time here, and you know he's done a pretty decent job over there at UNO, and you know I think he's obviously gonna talk them up, and he's gonna want to put them in a position to win.
Who do you think gets the ball tomorrow night? Floyd?
I think so. After
Can't
last
go.
weekend,
Can't go tomorrow.
What? Oh.
Floyd, I can't do it.
I think he gets.
You're
the
really
ball.
buying into that.
I think he gets the ball tomorrow. I think. Dude, I mean, it's so crazy. Like the strength of the team is starting to look like it's the pitching
dude.
staff. Like
Cruz is getting hot.
they're all getting hot again, right? You had Doty went through a stretch and he hit some balls hard. He had some bad luck. He went through a stretch. He had 2 home runs this weekend, right?
Cruz had 1, 2.
Way back. Cruz had 1.
Barry had 2.
Barry had 3.
3.
He had 2 the first game.
Joe
He had
Bear.
1 on Sundays. Joe Bear has 12.
It's crazy.
And so I think Joe Bear hit 2 for the weekend. Barry hit 3. Cruz went way back over the fucking Tabasco sign.
That was right after I was just
434,
poo-pooing
first-
LSU baseball.
First
That
pitch.
shut you
Yeah,
up?
It's like, oh, shit.
bro, he went way back. And then I was mad, not mad, but I was watching like the walk-off, and I got caught up in like the moment of the walk-off. And so they had Doty hit the walk-off, and they're here?
Yeah.
And he hit the walk-off, so it's a walk-off single. I was like, why the fuck do you not go to second? Always go to second. Yo, what up, little boy?
Yeah.
What up, little boy?
What's that boy's name?
Oh, look at this.
Gosh, not an adult.
What's your name, Heisman? Biletnikoff?
Heisman.
We got the dog.
No, it's good.
I think this is my dog now. I think it's mine.
Oh, these? Hey, man.
All right, we're going to take a break, actually. And we're going to reset. Put us on a break real quick.
All right. Yes, sir.
Please.
Thank you.
What beast? How you doing?
And medically monitored hormone replacement therapy, giving you the energy you need for all life's challenges. We can help get your day started. 1, 2, 1, 2. We can help with those long work days, and we can even make your nights longer. Rejuvenate. Let us be your age-defying clinic. Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate.
Here in Louisiana, we like to have a great time. If you're looking to be the life of the tailgate, check out Dos Equis mini kegs. Hold 16 beers, easy to tap, easy to pour, easy to chill. Check it out. Become a life of the party. You're welcome. Our What's for Lunch segment is brought to you by Doe's Eat Place. Maybe the best burger in town. If you're not looking for lunch, you're looking for dinner, go check out Doe's Eat Place. They have unbelievable choice of meats. They have unbelievable tamales. They have a great atmosphere, great vibes. If you're looking for a homey Louisiana type of atmosphere, but you're looking for high quality food, Doe's Eat Place is your spot. Go in the back bar, sit at the bar, have a couple drinks, watch some games, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the vibes. check out Doe's Eat Place, the best place in Baton Rouge to get your meats. Welcome back to Mik'd Up. Brian Kelly must be teaching these guys punctuality, brother, early. I didn't think y'all were going to get here this early, but welcome, man. We got help them with that.
What are you doing over there, bro? That's okay. That's okay.
You got to bend the arm. Bend the arm.
I've never seen this. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
There we go.
Grab it by the base and pull it towards you.
There we go. There we go. We got Jack Bech, Will Campbell, the Phenom. All right. Welcome in, boys. Thanks for coming.
What's up?
Thanks for coming. Y'all are, you look like y'all are healthy and not beat up from the spring game. Talk to me about the spring game. How was it? Was it what you anticipated? Was it what you anticipated? Really, this is your first one. Is it your first one too?
Yeah, but we did fall scrimmages the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So both of y'all's real first one. What did y'all take out of it? It's a spring game, obviously. It's pretty vanilla, but it's nice to get out there and just like compete a little bit, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was definitely like a bump up from what practice has been like, just like intensity wise. So it was good to, get some like live work.
How'd you feel about it?
I felt pretty good. I feel like second half we definitely came out. I feel like we started a little flat. Defense kind of had us at first, but then we came out second half. Our coaches, they fired us up a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. And now we came out, got hot. But now it was fun, like you said, some live reps. That was all fun. To finally get going and really like tackle, hit, kind of like that.
What is something that like Brian Kelly wanted to like? What was something he was emphasizing going into the spring game, or probably all during the spring? But then when y'all got to the spring game, what is something that he wanted to see? What was the message that he was giving y'all?
He really kind of told us before the game that his biggest message that I kind of took away from it before was, this is not practice. We're going out here to compete.
The same thing.
Going out here to compete like it's a real game, like we're preparing like it's a real game to go out here, have fun, and compete. That's really what I took away from it.
Yeah, the same thing.
What it's hard to like judge. Fans. I don't want to say me, but fans. Everyone watching the game looks
You're
at
watching
it.
the spring game, dude. You're a fan.
Looks at it and they're like, whoa, I want to see this and see that, and like it's the spring game, so like they're not gonna have the whole offense isn't probably installed, or if it is, they're only gonna use a fraction of it. Same with the defense, but for me, like a lot of the big question is the quarterbacks, right? They wanted to see how they look, what they look like, and I think more so than just like making the plays, you want to see how they got in and out of the huddle and how they interacted. And to me, like Nussmeier looked really all of them looked awesome. But is that something that was emphasized from the staff with the quarterbacks? It's like, hey, let's make sure this is crisp, let's get in and out. Let's see who can drive who down the field, and things like that.
So I think maybe a little bit, but I don't think the QB was going to be decided in the spring.
No doubt.
I think it's going to be decided at fall camp. I don't think
It's gonna
one
be
could have been an all-star
Right,
all through the camp.
right.
I just still don't think it would have been decided.
Yeah.
So I think
They look good. I mean, they look sharp for it being the spring. Obviously,
Yeah,
all of them,
definitely.
they were getting in and out. They're making quick throws. I think the big thing last year, when you watched Nussmeier play, was he was electric and he always looked for the big play, but his underneath stuff was a little bit inaccurate. And it seemed like he kind of focused on that. He was getting the ball out quick. Really, same with all of them. It seems like that's kind of been the mindset of the offense. And you can, obviously, y'all know a lot more than I do. With Denbrock and all these guys coming in, what has it been their philosophy throughout the spring and going into the spring game, and then now moving forward to fall practice?
we have a lot of RPOs.
Yeah, and they want what I've noticed a lot is the quarterback involved in the run game a lot too. So that's kind of the biggest thing that I've seen is that they don't want the quarterbacks being afraid to run the ball, and they want someone that is able to do that. But I think them four going at it every day has definitely made them better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt.
100%.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you coming in here and having to face all like? 'Cause we talked about it before the show. You walk in, the defensive line looks enormous, bro. Like you walk in, you're like, holy crap, these guys are huge. Like, and that's what you expect, obviously, coming into LSU, is to have guys like that on the defensive line to be able to compete with, the top end guys. And you are one of those top end guys. How did you adjust to that, and what was the adjustment like?
Well, it's definitely, learning the small things. I mean, one little thing that you could think is the most irrelevant thing can, make it a win or loss against a guy like Mason Smith or Ali Gay. So, you really have to be on all on all clicks, really. So, but, coming in, it's really hadn't been anything crazy because I feel like, they're having to adjust too. With it being a new staff, everyone's kind of getting the feel of everything. So it's not like I'm coming in just, a sore thumb sticking out. Right. So, because, like I was saying.
There's a lot of new guys. I mean, he came in like he brought in, half the roster's new, basically, right? Whether it be transfers or recruits.
I think there was like 6 early enrollees, and then how many transfers? Probably 14.
Yeah, a lot.
10 to 15.
Yeah.
How has there been a change in? You could probably attest this because you were there last year. Now, has there been a change in culture? Or has there been a change in like the way things are run? And how have all of these new guys fit in within that culture and being able? Because the big thing about not just football, but like any type of sport, any high level sport, any high level team, chemistry is a big thing, right? Having coming in, being boys with everybody, walking into the locker room, everybody has free reign on everybody basically. Like, hey, you walk in, you do something stupid, we can make fun of you because we're all friends and we all have fun. Like that is a huge thing in sports. And how have the new guys adjusted to that, and how has the culture that Brian Kelly's brought in, how has that changed?
Yeah, I think he brought in like a certain type of person, like all ballers on and off the field. Like everybody fits that category. Everybody's like a good quality person. Nobody's in the locker room like wreaking havoc. I think he had this mold he wanted to fit, kind of, sort of, and that's kind of what he got. And you can kind of tell that they've been like fit into what he's bringing in. Just all the accountability, the grit, all that. I feel like we've changed a good little bit since last year already, and it's only been a couple of months since we haven't. So I'm excited to go through the summer. From the outside, you can even see.
Yeah, just listening to the interviews and the responses and stuff, how y'all are talking, it's like, man, this is night and day. Everybody seems like they are on the same page, and that's a huge thing, right? That's a huge,
really organized,
right? And that's
really
that's also a thing. Like you wanna, because shit's gonna go wrong, and shit's gonna get crazy, and shit's gonna get hard, and if you're not on the same side of it, and you're not all together, and you're not working the same way, like it's real easy to lose focus and everybody go their separate ways and start becoming individuals, and that's kind of how everything's crumbled. So it seems like, just the responses and stuff that y'all are talking about, seems like it's caught on pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure.
The receiver room is stacked.
Which you're now in.
Yeah.
I heard officially in the receiver
I think
room.
you told us earlier.
You were in the tight end room last year. I thought you were just dabbling. Strictly tight end last year, now in the receiver room.
Oh, really? You weren't even in the receiver room at all last year?
No.
Wow.
At practice, I was like not practicing with the receivers or anything.
Wow. That blows my mind.
Yeah.
So you're strictly in the receiver room?
Yeah, strictly in the receiver room.
So obviously the receiver room's stacked.
Mm-hmm.
You have the guys returning, which is you, Malik, all those guys that were recruited. You have the young guys coming in, and you have
Kayshawn's going to be coming back.
Kayshawn's coming back. You have Kyron Lacey getting – you have these transfers coming in. How has the receiver room been for you, being one of the newcomers in that room? Obviously, you're not a newcomer on the team. How has that been? How's the chemistry between all you guys? It all seems like y'all are all pretty close. Y'all made some big plays throughout the course of the spring game too.
No, we are all really close. We're all boys for sure. Coach Hank has done an awesome job. I mean, I love Coach Hank, and we all do. He's like one of the realest people you'll meet. He'll shoot it straight with you. He's not going to beat around the bush. He's going to tell you how it is. Like I said, he's not going to lie to you. Like, he doesn't – obviously, he cares about your feelings and your emotions. But, like, if you like, we're at practice lacking, like, he's going to tell us to our face, like, that we need to, we need to pick it up. We need to do things like that. But, yeah, we have a definitely really deep receiver room. I mean, we're going to have people, like, that obviously we're going to have a rotation going. But, like, we're going to have the 3-4 starters on the field, and we're going to have some, like, people that could be starting anywhere else in the country.
People that started
sitting on
other
the bench.
Power
Right.
5 schools that are just sitting over there waiting on their turn. And
Yeah. Like, but really, they're like some.
It's crazy, but
elite-
that's what
elite
a
players.
program needs, right?
Yeah.
You need
Yeah,
someone to go
100%.
out there. And hey, these guys go out there, they ball out, they leave. Now these guys come
Yeah,
behind them,
for
they ball out, they leave. Like
It's definitely a
It's the
good
revolving-
problem
yeah.
to have.
Absolutely. And
Sure.
you were happened to early enroll. How much do you think that's helped you throughout this process, being able to get to LSU early, get to play in the spring game? Like when you mentioned you see the talent that's already here, you're able to get on the field early. Do you think that's going to help you? I mean, shit, it seems like they've named you a starter essentially. So I would imagine it's been huge.
I definitely think it's probably one of the best things I've ever done. I mean, really just, getting in here. I couldn't imagine, and it wouldn't be difficult because, I mean, a lot of people do it. But just, being able to, get here, learn how the college system works, learning how Coach Kelly wants things done, and, getting that spring ball and the spring game and all that before we start fall camp, before our freshman season, I think it's going to play a huge part in, what we do.
the offensive line last year was much maligned, right? They were, criticized, and they were, they had their own issues, and they had these things, right? Well, it feels like that has been a focus on this staff, and it probably needed to be with, okay, we're going to get guys in there that are good, we're going to create depth, and we're going to create competition with on the offensive line, right? They knew that you were coming in, you had some recruits that were going to be big that probably could step in right away. How has that been? How has the competition been? And it seems like he said you've been putting yourself in a position to be named one of the go-to guys. I'm sure they haven't. I don't know if they've said anything. Have they told you? Have they not said anything about who's going to start, who's not going to start? Is the competition still open?
I mean, it's always open, I feel like, because, we still got a long way to go before the season starts. But, the competition has been, I think it's stepped up a lot from, what it was last year according to the other guys. And, it's only going to keep getting better when we get guys like, Emory Jones in there and Anthony Bradford when he comes back. I mean, so the bar's only going to keep getting raised, and, it just makes everyone else have to, be on their P's and Q's every much more. So, it's exciting to see, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah, y'all going to be deep. Who's a guy on the team right now that's like nobody knows about that's going to be
A dude.
like, yeah, dude. Like, damn, this guy, people need to watch out for this guy. Or maybe they know, but they don't know how good he is. I'm putting you on the spot.
No, I think people know who he is, but I think Greg Penn on defense side of the ball.
He looked awesome.
Yeah. No, that's my boy. I think he's
One
this year.
One
know
dude
he's gonna ball number
he's hurt right now, but just the way he is in the weight room and on the team, and he's always working super hard. Is Jarrett Bernard Converse from Oklahoma State?
Oh yeah.
I think he's gonna have a great year. I mean, he's
Love that.
3-year All Big Ten player. So
Love that. Need that. Gotta have that.
or Big 12, whatever it was.
So it's
Yeah,
SEC
yeah.
now.
Yes, it does, man. We got it. We know.
It means
we know
more here.
It means more. It just means more.
Ain't here to play school.
What's how are y'all pumped that spring's over with? I know it's not relaxing, but like, is it harder now that spring's over with, or spring? Or do y'all get like? I know y'all work out and y'all train, y'all aren't around, but like, is it like a little bit easier on y'all's bodies, and like you're obviously not banging each other every day with pads and stuff?
Definitely. I mean, it's definitely going to be a little load taken off, so we don't got to practice and lift every other day now.
And now we can kind of, just focus on lifting and, the things that we saw in spring that we need to work on the most to, get ready for the season. We can kind of pinpoint those and work on those more.
When do y'all go ahead?
Go ahead. I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, both of y'all being offensive guys, and you saw the new spring game set up with the way the defense was able to score points. We're like, look at the sheet, and we're like, this is some bullshit. However, they're able to get points like this, and we have to score touchdowns every time down the field. Did that make it a little bit more competitive for y'all going into it? Because the only other way that they could have scored would have been turnovers or separate the two teams the way that he did it. Made it very much offense versus defense.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they get points for making a tackle.
Yeah, but you would say that you're supposed to do out
A
there.
tackle for loss, so you definitely had to be. If we didn't want them getting points, we had to be nailing on all cylinders. So that was definitely a big part.
Yeah, we got
We got a dog in the house. We got a dog in the house. We got a dog in the house.
There you go. Come over here. Okay. There he is.
That's what I'm saying. Start of the show, dude.
Call him Z. Big Z.
Big, yeah.
Big Z.
It's day to day.
Gotta get him on the court though. Gotta get him on the court. Dude, you're mellow today. You're mellow. You're
I've
mellow
been
today.
hearing him walking around. I don't know what he's doing.
You're mellow. That's okay though. We got people.
First time owner?
Huh?
First time owner, first time dad?
Yeah.
That you know of?
Have you always wanted
See
a
that
dog?
little thing clicking.
Tiny Bucks.
I don't know what he's doing.
Have you always wanted a dog?
Yeah.
You didn't have one growing up though.
He's definitely gotten better with it as the time.
Do y'all live together?
No.
Who's
but
your roommate?
Who's your roommate?
I live with Walker.
Oh,
I
nice.
should have
That's a
known
good
that.
combo.
Yeah.
Left tackle quarterback.
That's exactly. Who's your roommate?
Nussin and Mason.
Oh, they cool with the
Another
dog?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all that matters. Make
I
sure
mean, I don't
Yeah.
think you could get a dog if it's your roommate.
Well, no,
He's
cleared it with him.
Jack's definitely gotten better with the dog though. More people.
He wakes you up in the morning to go piss and stuff outside.
More
just sleeps.
people when he first got it. He was having more people watch the dog than he was watching his own dog. so he's definitely gotten better with it.
I've
Pawn it
grown
off,
into
huh?
the role.
Hey, I can't say anything because we got our dog and I was playing. I was gone. I was out for the season, and my wife got the dog. And my dog was, he had separation anxiety. Like he was a puppy, and so she tried to crate train him. He kept shitting on himself in the crate, and every morning she have to wake up at like 3:00 in the morning and have to bathe him, and to clean him off. So she got the hard shit. When I got home, it was like 4 months in.
Easy.
And he was awesome. And I was like, oh, you did a really good job. She goes, no, better fucking have done a good job. You missed all the hard shit.
He's gonna love me.
I wanted to give him
I've
back.
already done some of that.
Yeah. It's,
No, like
The
yeah,
puppy
you
part.
got people from way north Louisiana going, "This is not how you raise a dog, dude."
Yeah.
He wants to make it a
he's
dog.
used to hunting dogs, though.
He taught it to potty train. He potty trained it in his bathroom.
How do you do that?
Is he using the
With-
toilet?
You made him get up
No,
and piss in
with-
the toilet? How does
No,
that
with
work?
the mats, with the little.
Like
Okay.
whenever I would watch his dog, I'd be watching it all day, and I'd take it outside on walks like mile and a half. It wouldn't have to pee or nothing. We walked straight back in my dorm, pee right on my carpet.
In the bathroom?
No, in the
in
living
the-
room.
At least he knew to
in
pee
the
on
living
a
room. I'm
carpet
like,
or
bro,
something,
we
on
just
like a pad.
I just let you walk outside for like a mile, and then you come in here like 5 seconds
Well,
later.
he's
and
way better
pee.
now because now we're at a house. We got a
'Cause you
house.
told
Oh, you're at
him
a
to
house
potty
now.
train.
Where-
He's
No,
an
actually,
inside.
don't
He
tell me-
trained him
don't
to
tell me
piss
where.
inside.
on a piece
pad.
of paper.
If you could have got him into the toilet, now we'd be
That would've
talking.
been funny.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Hey, if you do that's some serious training right there. If you could do that.
Imagine.
If you could do that. Yeah. We got all kinds of mini Gronk. Little Gronk. I can't call you Big Gronk because Gronk's
Way
a
bigger.
monster.
Yeah.
A monster, but it's all right. You look good. A little skinny, but you look good.
Yeah, man. What that about?
I'm just joking.
I know.
I'm just joking. This man, I see him I see him
Out.
at where would I see you at? The parade.
St.
St.
Patrick's Day
Patrick's.
parade.
St. Patty's Day.
God,
This
that
guy's
was-
calling me. I saw both of y'all.
Yes.
And this guy's calling me his little brother. I'm like, whoa, easy over here. All right, I'm a big man on campus, okay? Not my little brother. Y'all don't have practice over the weekends now, right? Well,
Oh,
now-
we did. We did have.
Yeah,
them
but
on.
now anymore.
We just have
Now,
them on
now you just stop big leaguing my text messages and start coming hang out.
We're still waiting on you.
Last time I texted you said, "Oh, I forgot I gotta go to the Pelicans game on Sunday. I can't."
Oh, and we went last night, and I went with Steven.
Y'all went last night?
Yeah,
I want to go. I'm trying to go on Thursday.
fire.
I'm trying to get.
How was it?
Fun.
I'm trying to
A
go
lot
on
of
the court.
fun.
I've
They
never
both-
been to a Pelicans game.
Did you go last night?
No.
Wow,
Those
you didn't
games
get
are
the invite,
fun.
huh?
But like last night,
Yeah.
it was bumping.
Oh, it looked
Like
bumping.
it was bumping.
It looked bumping. We were. I was watching. I mean, I wasn't there. I was watching on TV, but like, it looked like it
Yeah,
was
crazy.
Yeah, y'all stay for the whole thing.
We left with like 2 minutes left.
Oh, it was over. Yeah, the game was
but
over.
It was over. With.
Damn, good for y'all. I wish the Pelicans were going.
Oh, yeah, dude. Spring game's over. Jet down to New Orleans. Class be damned.
You played basketball in high school, right?
He could
Oh, yeah, a
yam.
little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I did really.
Yeah, you
Get
just threw down. You just
rebounds
tried to
and-
dunk on people.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
you
just
could
you
not
played.
shoot really. Sometimes it go.
Coach
in, though.
Broussard
Didn't
brought
Quincy
you in
dunk
there.
on you?
No,
Oh.
I got.
Someone got dunked. You got dunked
no,
on.
I
You
never
got.
got dunked on.
Quincy almost dunked on him or something.
You missed.
Nah, yeah, I wasn't even. I
Jack
wasn't even in
got
LA.
he stood out
this
the way.
Now, story
This,
comes
this
out.
story
Let's hear it.
is not true
Let's
so
hear
far.
it.
Yeah,
What happened?
There's the layers of
What
truth
What
of
happened?
this.
What happened? Tell me what happened.
I don't know. I've just heard the story. I think
From Quincy, you hold.
Mr. Jamie and I asked Quincy, and Quincy said he was coming down the lane and he just saw Jack move and
I
he
got the way. Hey, that's
Business
smart. Hey,
decision.
That's smart though.
decision.
That's a smart move. Like if I'm about to get dunked on, I'm getting out the way. Okay, like some people you just don't jump with them. Who's the best basketball player on the football team?
Probably Jordan Toes.
Really?
He was a hooper in high school.
Yeah, he practiced with the basketball team.
Yeah.
Did he get like basketball scholarships?
Yeah, he had looks.
Yeah.
I've
looks and scholarships are
Didn't he
different.
sign to LSU for football and basketball?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm sure he signed for both.
They need bodies on the basketball team.
I've never seen Jordan play basketball.
And it was nasty at basketball is Odell.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Odell's good at everything though, but Odell is nasty at basketball. Markevious Mingo was not very good, but he would just try to dunk. So I'd watch him come down the lane. He was like a
long
little
as
baby
shit.
giraffe, and then all of a sudden he'd get the ball and he was just dunking on whoever's in front of him. It was crazy. It was nuts.
I love that.
Wait, they have you wearing double knee braces now. Is this something you would have done before? But now they have both offensive line, defensive line braced up. How close were you to getting braces? Not close at all. No, yeah, wide receiver now, coach.
Never.
But do you think it makes a big difference? Or is it like a point of
Definitely.
contention?
Definitely. I mean, you see it all on film from practice. And, I mean, I did it all in high school too. But, guys getting rolled up and, if the brace wasn't there, you could have been in a bind. And I think that goes for O-line and D-line both. Since I've seen it happen to both people, and I think the brace has definitely saved a couple people, especially speaking for the O-line. I've seen it on film, like I said. But I think it's a great idea. And,
So it's mandatory?
I think
Braces
so.
are mandatory?
O-line and D-line taped and brace.
Wow.
Is this for games too?
No, I think it might, slow the D-line down a tad at practice or something.
Yeah.
But if they can get to where they can, beat people with a little bit of restriction and stuff like that, it's going to be scary when they're ever to take them
When
off.
they're loose, yeah.
When they're what?
When they're loose.
Yeah.
Don't have any
Damn. I just need those knee braces are huge.
They're light, though.
They're so
Are they?
Uh-huh.
Or can you move? Like,
Things
is it?
walking
You have
around
pretty good
looking
like.
mummies.
Yeah.
These things
Whatever.
tape around their legs.
For you, so you're in the receiver room now, right? We talked about that. What's the biggest adjustment for you think going into this year, next year, as far as like being in that room, running routes, learning the ins and outs of actual being in the receiver, and what's the difference between receiver coaches?
Well, like I said, I didn't really get coached that much by Coach Mikie because I was with the tight ends. The main difference is like basically last year, everything I was doing in the field was basically the stuff Coach Lance taught me because
And
I wasn't.
shout out STM.
Yeah, they're one of the best, definitely. But
Fingertip push-ups. You're still doing fingertip push-ups.
at every drop, you got to do your push-ups. But nah, like last year with the tight ends, I was like doing like hitting bags and stuff during practice, not working on routes and catching balls. So like everything was kind of just raw. But this year, like I work everything is with the receivers, footwork, catching, going through cone drills, like all that stuff. So like now I'm actually focusing on my like craft.
Yeah. How much has the scheme changed? Like as far
It's
as
completely different. For the most part, I mean, we still have some concepts that are the same. That's every football team has some,
Right.
like a smash concept, for example. It's just different terminology. But I mean, for the most part, our
is it
scheme
more like is
different.
the terminology? Because like you listen to some play calls, and some teams play calls are like a lot longer and a lot more in depth than others. Like
Ours
is
are
it,
long.
Yeah, they're
figured
long.
That.
Ours are-
Seems
ours
right
are
up Brian
long.
Kelly's alley right there.
Yeah, long.
Yeah, ours are definitely long.
Is it 2 plays or is it just 1? Like sometimes do they call 2 plays when the play comes in, or is it just one?
They
long
usually
play?
just call one, and we got to be on the line and quarterback.
We have like 1 or 2 plays that you could check, but like,
Yeah.
not
Are they allowing the quarterbacks to like make calls, make checks at the line?
We work on it. The O-line and the quarterbacks and the running backs. We work on that. We worked on it every day before practice. We'd get and like the O-line up, running back, quarterback. Then we'd have like the rest of the dudes go on defense and let them change the protection to what they start seeing. And we worked on that, and they definitely got better as the spring went on.
Please tell me we're still rocking with the check with me's, huh? We're still doing check with me on the sideline?
I don't think so.
Save some of those timeouts this year, Coach.
Yeah, timeout after timeout. I like to not see that happen this year.
Yeah, that was
I don't
something.
think that was something. That's a good way. That's a good way to talk about it. It's something. Has the terminology changed? Because like as being an offensive guy, you kind of see and hear the way defenses talk and communicate. Has their communication? Because like I know a lot of times or a lot of the things that have been said is like defense, they communicate a lot more. They're always communicating. You even look, and sometimes they're talking, their heads are turned, communicating 2 seconds before the play the ball is snapped. Have y'all noticed the difference in the defense of the way they're communicating? And because like to me, that's the biggest question mark going into the season, right? Is like the defensive backfield. They lost a lot of cornerbacks.
I really don't ever hear like the DBs or anything like that. The main person I hear is Mike Jones and Greg.
How's he been?
Very vocal, leads. He's a great leader, and he knows what he's doing for sure. But that's the main person I hear is him, getting the D linemen lined up if they're not there. Telling us, he can sniff out some stuff. He'll be like,
Love
hey,
that.
inside zone left, and he'll shift the D tackle and.
I love to hear that. That's what you need.
Yeah. I mean,
you have to be smart.
Yeah.
You got to understand it.
And I definitely think, I'm not going to give them too much credit, but I definitely think that, them hearing our plays all day, helps them out a little.
I'd hope so. If not, then they're doing something wrong. So you're supposed to be a senior in high school. Like, how has this been? Are you 17?
No,
how's it been?
I turned 18. 18 in January.
That's what I want to hear about. I want to hear the behind the scenes stuff. How's it been? How's your transition to college and being out on your own been? Pretty good?
I've liked it. I mean, it's been great so far. But, definitely at first, I was, having a little trouble learning the playbook.
They're not talking about the playbook anymore.
I know, I'm just saying. I'm not about to.
I was waiting. He's up. He's here, boys.
I'm not
playbook
talking
of
about
life.
that.
He's
I'm
here.
not talking about that.
He's here. Hey, there's a lot of learning. There's a big learning
When
curve.
did you turn 18?
January.
Oh, so
when did you get here?
Jesus, you just turned 18.
When did you get here?
January.
What day?
I turned 18 on January 6th. I think we got here like the 14th.
Oh, okay. So no trouble getting the wristband. That's all I was worried about.
This
Seeing
man
you were
got
getting denied at the door.
17. I can't imagine being in college at 17.
That's crazy.
I didn't get I was 18, but I turned 19 in that fall. So I wasn't.
I was 21 the whole time, Coach.
Hey, I tried. I tried to be 21 all the time. I got denied a few times.
You're too famous.
Not that. I was the fall. Nobody knew who I was. I was just some skinny freshman who didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen.
Got the bangs.
Postseason, yeah, I was not good.
Well, that's what outed
you.
You
Had bangs.
You have to see it.
No. I had the whole the BR swoop. Oh, it was bad.
I don't remember it.
It was a bad haircut. Bad haircut. I didn't know how to dress. I didn't know what I was doing. I had to learn that when I got to college. Actually, I really learned that when I got out of college. But when I was in college, it didn't really matter. Stop! Don't pull it up.
Well, I haven't done anything.
Don't pull it up. Don't show it. Don't embarrass me.
I don't even know if I can find
Take
it.
away my clout. Don't get over there like a little schoolgirl.
I'm just saying, it's a good look for you, dude. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Puka shells are in. Bangs are in.
I didn't have any puka shells. Don't put that on me. No puka shells.
It's not what I see.
Do y'all get to go do y'all have a summer break at all? Do y'all get to go on vacation at all in the summer?
8 days off.
8? When is that?
Yeah, me and no, that's like the week. So school ends the 14th. I'm going to Destin. I think that Saturday.
Rosemary Beach.
Yeah, Walker.
Let's go.
Me and Walker got a little condo down there, so we're gonna go down there.
You going with them? Or are you going?
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
You don't know what you're gonna do. You got too many options.
Yeah.
No, I just don't know if I'm gonna stay here or go there. Maybe go somewhere else.
I'm not gonna out you like we did last time and get you in trouble with
I'm all
some of
good
your
now.
friends. All good now?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
smooth.
We went to the beach a couple weeks before spring ball. That was interesting.
When is that break? What's the dates?
May 14th and May 23rd.
Oh, so right before
Yeah.
Labor Day. I mean, right before Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he ain't giving y'all the 4th of July off.
We get that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off.
Oh, it could be another beach trip.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You
Kelly
don't get
Players
hit in the
coach.
face like Dak Prescott did on the beach, though. Don't get jumped.
Well, if you
He
do
got-
win.
I didn't know he got jumped at the beach.
I mean, I don't know if he got jumped.
Oh, he got
hit.
jumped
He
and he
punched.
lost, which is even worse.
Yeah, this is a long time ago. This is right after. Was he at Mississippi State or was it right after Mississippi State?
It was before his senior year at Mississippi State.
Yeah, not good.
I
Not good
remember.
for the.
Yeah, Yeah, don't let Walker get jumps. That's part of. I guess you're always on call if you're down there
Walker's
with him.
probably the last person that's gonna. Walker doesn't seem like he's gonna run his mouth too much. Does he?
He will.
To y'all though, or to anyone?
Yeah,
to us.
Yeah, to us definitely. But yeah, I hadn't seen him really run his mouth.
How'd he look in this? Because I know he was hurt, and he was kind of easing his way, and he talked about, there's a big adjustment for a freshman, right? Like you go through the adjustments, and you hit the freshman wall of like, all right, I'm kind of plateaued. I got to kind of like fight through this to be able to continue to progress and get through the hard times. He said that he was starting to get past that. Have y'all seen the progression of him, and have y'all seen him start to click for him and understand the offense a little bit more?
Yeah, I felt like every practice he was getting better.
Yeah, definitely.
Like every practice,
You can just tell he's getting more comfortable too.
Yeah.
Just like you were saying.
Yeah, that's good,
Yeah,
boys. I appreciate y'all coming in, man.
Definitely.
I can.
Now I'm just waiting for those steaks.
Hey, dude, y'all are done. Y'all come
We're
anytime
off.
y'all want. Y'all are off, so I will make this thing
Off on the
happen.
weekends.
We'll make
Let's
this
do
thing
it.
happen on the weekend. You'll come out. You'll hang out by the pool. We'll cook and
Definitely get in the
hang
pool.
out.
Hot tub?
No hot tub, just a pool.
We'll make a hot tub.
Are you gonna piss in the pool all day? What are you gonna do? What does that mean?
Figure something
Don't
out.
heat it. Don't heat it.
Yeah, figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, dude, it's if y'all need an escape, man, give y'all an escape.
Definitely.
Yeah, family.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's your big brother.
He's my little brother. All right, we're gonna take a little break. Let these guys thank y'all for coming.
Yes, sir.
I'm fans of y'all, obviously. I'm gonna keep up with y'all. Open forum. Anytime y'all want to come on here, if y'all just feel the urge to want to come out and talk, say whatever you want to say. Come out here and talk. I'm not gonna ever ask y'all like crazy, dumb reporter questions. I'm just gonna ask y'all.
Is Miles Byrne gonna hit the transfer portal?
Yeah, that's not what I'm asking.
No, but if you need a dog sitter, obviously you do.
Yeah, you can do it.
Wow. I would give it more to Will.
Yeah, true.
No.
Don't let him respond. Don't let Lloyd do anything that you need take care of. He's not very responsible.
Fun to hang out with, though.
That is true.
There you go.
There you go.
That is true.
Everybody
All right,
drink
we're gonna take
something.
a little break. Let these guys get out, and then we'll get back.
Cool.
Well, I'm just getting started. They say the aches and pains are inevitable, that it's all downhill after 40. Well, I'm just getting started.
Hey y'all, it's Mikey from Mik'd Up. I want to talk a little bit about my friends down at Sterling Automotive in Lafayette. They're locally owned and operated for over 25 years. They have 13 locations, 4 in Opelousas, 5 in Lafayette, 1 in Broussard, 2 in Jennings, 1 in Crowley. They sell any type of car you could possibly find: Buicks, GMC, Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia, along with 5 pre-owned locations. They have over 1,500 cars in inventory on site. Unbelievable service, unbelievable people. If you're like me and you're on the go, they can sell and they can ship you cars up to 200 miles. Unbelievably convenient. Again, my friends down at Sterling Automotive in Lafayette, go to their website at saveatsterling.com. Awesome people, go check them out. Mik'd Up is brought to you by Law Offices of Lance Beal. Call them today, 337-991-6263. They know what it takes to win. Their practice areas include personal injury, small business, family law, estate planning, with an emphasis in construction law. Your choice for reliable representation. 337-991-6263. Our What's for Lunch segment is brought to you by Doe's Eat Place. Maybe the best burger in town. If you're not looking for lunch, you're looking for dinner, go check out Doe's Eat Place. They have unbelievable choice of meats. They have unbelievable tamales. They have a great atmosphere, great vibes. If you're looking for a homey Louisiana type of atmosphere, but you're looking for high quality food, Doe's Eat Place is your spot. Go in the back bar, sit at the bar, have a couple drinks, watch some games, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the vibes. Check out Doe's Eat Place, the best place in Baton Rouge to get your meats. Welcome back to Mik'd Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive. Fire interview with Jack Bech and Will Campbell. Jack had to get Jack. I don't know why. Jack was being a
little coy.
He was being a little coy.
Just watching his dog.
Yeah, he was nervous. He was nervous about the dog. Nervous about the dog, but
I'm not going to be the one to say it. It sounds like he's a bad dog owner. Whenever you
no.
or Will Campbell is just very strict about how you treat dogs.
Hey, I've never had a dog before. You never had to raise a dog before. It's tough. It's a lot more responsibility than you think.
It's probably the first thing you do in college where you realize you're in over your head.
Yeah. I never had a dog in college. I never had a dog until.
Did you have a dog? No.
Yeah,
you didn't have.
I knew of dogs in college.
You never showered Pearson. Who am I kidding?
Yes. I just teach him to piss in the shower like I do. Come here, boy. This is how you do
I
it.
don't think that's on. I have it.
Yeah, you have to. You could be by proxy to dogs.
You jumped the gun, Stewie.
Skip the dog.
You straight to kids.
Straight to kid.
That's a little more responsibility than
A little bit bigger box.
We got a few minutes. We're going to get out a little early. We got a big team meeting today. Before I'm gone, though, I want to talk a little bit about the Major League Baseball. Not really analyzing anything. I want to give props to Miguel Cabrera for getting to 3,000 hits because there's not many people in baseball that have it. I don't know who the next person that would get to 3,000 would be, but
I think Robinson Cano.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But I don't think he's going to make it.
He's not going to make it. I don't think.
He's the next closest.
Yeah,
so.
but he's you can't get popped for a few times for steroids and miss a whole year and then get to it.
He was so good back
He didn't
in the
need
day.
steroids.
He has a buttery swing.
Yeah, he does.
he
A
does.
buttery infielder too. My
He was
goodness.
good. Everything was super smooth. I loved watching his swing, but
A little juiced up.
he's back.
Home
He's
run
playing.
derby champion.
He's playing. He's back. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But the way Mik'd got his 3,000th hit was awesome. Oppo, ground ball, so right side, like that just shows you. And look, I know people wanted the homer, people wanted something special, but that in itself shows you how good of a hitter he actually is, because that's what he's done his whole career. If you throw a ball down and away and something that he can't hit over the fence, but he can handle it, he's going to hit the base hits right field. And to me, I think he's the best hitter of our generation. I think he may be the best right-handed hitter of all time. And his numbers prove it. And, he's in the talks. He's in the same categories of, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, those types of guys. And my teammate, one of my friends, friends as far as if I went to him, we'd have conversation. I don't talk to him all the time, but he's a great dude. I love playing with him. It was an honor to play with him. It was great to be able to ask him questions and talk hitting with him and laugh with him and be able to build some sort of relationship with him. And
We say he's 6'4", 267.
yeah, bro, he's huge.
He's that big.
Yeah, he's enormous.
39 career stolen bases.
Hey, he needs one more for 40 to the next milestone.
Yeah, that's all he needs.
He ain't getting to
Sounds
it.
like that was 39 pass balls.
He is not.
That's one way to phrase it.
Yeah.
He is not going to get to 40.
What do you think he did after the 3,000th hit? Do you think that was a night worth being around for?
Yeah. I wish I was still in the locker room for that. Because you knew when you played with him, you knew that was going to happen. And it meant a lot to him, right? As well as it should, because there's not many people that are able to get that, get to 3,000. And he did. And he deserves it, and he deserves to live it up. And I would assume...
legendary.
I don't know. I haven't looked, but I would assume he didn't play the next day.
No,
I would assume he got the day off.
But I bet he wanted to.
No. I bet you he got the day off. And he was okay with it. Which he should have gotten the day off. But on a different note.
Legendary partier? Did you ever go out with him?
I never partied with him. So, he wasn't... when I was there, he was past that phase of, going out there and partying.
He had 2 MVPs already.
Yeah, and he had the Triple Crown. And
God, and he was a rookie at
World Series
in
03.
Miami.
03.
He won the World Series in 03 with Miami.
Yeah. Josh Beckett,
Yep.
AJ Burnett,
Pudge.
Pudge. They were good.
Juan Pierre. Alexandria, stand up.
Juan Pierre from Alexandria.
Dontrell, was Dontrell on that team?
Yeah, Dontrell.
Love him.
No, I bet.
Lloyd?
I mean, I liked him too.
Mikie played with Dontrell, and I think he played with them in Detroit too.
Yeah, he did. In like
Yeah.
2011. Tried to.
On a different note, on a more not as high of a note, Angel Hernandez stinks.
Maybe the worst ever.
Maybe the worst ever, and how he has a job in baseball still as an umpire, making decisions on games that mean things, it blows my mind. Like, he has no business being umpiring, and the calls that he made, I'm glad. I wish. Now, granted, you can't do this, but I wish that Schwarber would have would have done something more. I wish it would have been more of a tantrum. Now, he did a very classy. It was very classy, and he did it the right way. It was a big moment in the game. There's 2 outs in the 9th inning, and it was a build-up of the entire game, right? Angel Hernandez has made bad calls all game for both sides, and he was really arguing for both teams.
Yeah, he even pointed it out while he was saying it. He was like, it's not just this side.
Like, hey, why don't you just us? With both teams, you've been horseshit. This is bullshit. That's warranted because he was god-awful, and he's been god-awful for a long time. It's known. He sues the MLB. He still has a job. It's bullshit. I don't understand, and it's but people are yelling for robo-umps. Don't want robo-umps. Robo-umps are not very good. They are going to take the actual
human element.
Well, the human element, but the rule of a strike is if it crosses any part of the plate at any time, it's a strike, right? So if you throw a slider that nicks the very corner of the front of the plate, but the catcher catches it 7 inches outside, that's a strike. And that's bullshit. That's hard. You can't, there's going to be curveballs that touch the bottom of the box that are strikes that get blocked that are going to be called strikes, right? You see it in the minor league. You see independent ball. AAA does a row bump. Kramer Robertson posted he got screwed on the automatic strike zone earlier this year on balls that were like way outside or looked like they were way outside that weren't strikes that were called strikes.
Did you hear about their pitch? Like how long it takes to pitch in the minors now?
Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Yep.
Later. Appreciate it, boys.
Yep. Take it easy.
Here's Schwarber.
It's like 15 seconds for you to get your next pitch in the minors now, and you can only throw over 2 times.
They're quick. They're making the games faster.
You can only throw over 2 times.
Yeah, they're making the games faster.
You can't do that. You can't make that a rule.
That's what the rule is? I mean, okay, you throw over twice, and I know the third time you're not coming, I'm stealing.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little disadvantage to the pitchers.
Exactly.
I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that, but.
And he's smiling. He knew.
He knows it. He goes down here, up here, both sides. He is so hot.
Fucking A.
And then he comes back.
He is so hot. And I get it. I've been there.
I know.
Yeah, we do have a little treat coming out later on social. It's just unbelievable how
the hand motions.
I mean,
the hand motions make it
so funny.
So much better.
No audio.
I mean, he knew he was getting tossed, right? Like even
doubt.
Right after,
no
he's
doubt.
like, all right, this isn't even my fault. That's him not even trying to do anything.
What he did had to be done.
Yes.
Like, hey, I'm not just gonna let you fuck me like this. Like, I have to let you know that how bad you have been, and like what he did is necessary, and it was just a build up. Now, like I said, he did it the right way. He did it in the 9th inning. It was his last out of the game. Like, he was probably his last at bat. Now, if they tie the game, I don't know. If they tie the game, he's not gonna be able to play again, right? Like, he's not gonna. But it needed to happen, and.
I'm pulling up the ump card. There's a Twitter page.
Yeah.
I'm going to see what Angel Hernandez is.
It was 86%, or 80-something%, and it's like 94% is the average. So,
but
I don't believe
he's not even passing the class.
I don't even believe all that because he was worse than that. I think it was just the calls weren't even close. These balls weren't even close to the strike zone. And
Have you ever had a game with
just gonna
Angel
ask.
Hernandez?
yep.
Was he
I
dog
was-
shit?
Huh?
Was he dog shit?
Yeah, he wasn't very good. Ian Kinsler got tossed in one of those games because he fucked Kinsler over a few times. And I was on deck while he was doing it. It was awesome.
It's almost like a rite of passage.
And Kinsler didn't even yell at him. He literally talked to him in like this very calm, demeaning voice. And it had to make Angel feel like he was this big. And
Yeah,
it
I'm not
was-
mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was. He goes, I can't even get mad at you. I'm not wasting my energy getting mad at you because you aren't very good at this. It's probably time for you to look for a different profession because I'm tired of you taking money out of people's pockets because you were that bad. He goes, it's not even your fault.
Yeah.
God didn't make you to be an umpire. You aren't good enough.
And here you
You're not
are.
good enough to do it.
Just little man in him.
Dude.
It was like, I was like, oh my God. And it got to the point where he was doing it. And he got tossed, and he didn't. And I was just sitting on the brick. It was in ballpark at Arlington. I was sitting on deck. I was just sitting on the ledge on deck, just watching like this. Like, damn, he is
Entertaining.
He is making this guy feel like a piece of shit right now. He's
Right.
not even yelling at him. And I loved it. It was great. It was much needed. Okay.
Do I have a baseball question for you?
Yeah, bring it.
Are Yankee fans trash?
Those are your people, man. Those are your fans.
I'm okay with it. I just think that
No, what do you mean you're okay with it?
the Guardians have no right to stand on a moral high ground. They got canceled. That's
That's not their fault. That's not the players'
They
fault.
have no right to morally
Okay.
talk down on
First
them.
of all, you just walked off a team. No reason to throw things at the outfielders. And honestly, what their center fielder did, I would have done the same thing. That is bullshit, dude. Don't throw anything at me. Like, you're in the fans. You are literally guarded from us. We can't do anything to you, and y'all just beat us and walked us off. Stop throwing shit at me. Don't throw shit at me. I don't care what happened.
Everyone bitched and cried. We want fans back during COVID. Fans are back. This is what you get.
Yeah,
How
I mean,
are you
yeah,
the worst of both worlds where you're a Boston Celtics fan and a Yankees fan?
The best was I saw Barstool Philly. Like, we would never do something like this.
Yeah.
You invented it.
Yeah.
I mean, look. It's got so bad that Stanton and Judge
Stanton
are
and
out there
Judge are
like, hey,
told-
y'all chill the fuck out.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
yeah. I mean, the yelling is one thing. Like, you can just
Say
can
whatever you
yell,
want.
say whatever you want.
No, it's bullshit, but still say
right,
whatever you
say
want.
whatever you want, but don't throw stuff. at
Don't
them.
There
throw.
was one drunk guy that
This
threw
is
it,
just
and
like an
then-
afternoon.
It was like 3
There's
p.m.
no reason for this to happen. There's not even a playoff implication.
In April.
In April.
He loves
What's
it.
wrong with you people?
Fuck the fucking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself, buddy.
So what
Hey, I
happened?
will say this.
what
They
happened.
do. I like the roll call that the Yankee fans do before the game. That's about the only thing that's cool.
They heightened security in the bleachers.
I bet.
They should have.
Yeah, Jesus.
They should have. That's bullshit.
That's what happens when you dip your hot dog into your beer.
That's
Oh, I
gross.
saw that. Did you
That
see
is
the picture
also
that threw up after 2 pitches?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I had the
that
video.
was-
I'm like, I'm not going to send it.
That was a
guys.
lot too. That wasn't just like,
Great camera work.
boy, that was.
When the announcers were just like,
He was
he's
trying to
just
get off
really
the
throwing
field.
up out there.
He was trying to get off the field.
He was third baseman too, not even the pitcher.
Oh, it's
Two
tough.
pitches in, makes it halfway to pitcher's mound.
We're
Says, you
seeing
know
this
what?
a lot. This happened in a national championship game.
Oh yeah, that guy almost killed himself. It was on. He
They were
played
like-
too hard.
They said he was coughing.
Oh,
He
yeah.
threw up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he sprinted out there for
He was just going
for the 12 minutes he was out. He scored 9 points,
Oh,
had
you
5
thought-
rebounds and 4
Oh, that's
He
assists.
did the Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Cam Johnson's younger brother.
Oh,
Is that
is
who that
it?
was?
For the Suns, it's his younger brother on North Carolina.
That's a bad. I've never thrown up on the field. So I
Doubled
don't know,
over.
But that is a
The
bad.
field is one thing, but the basketball court, because I mean, then they got to stop
No, they
everything.
didn't even
and
clean it.
They didn't clean it in the. They didn't clean it in the on the field.
No, they acted like it was Bourbon Street. It was like,
Wow.
Probably was bourbon.
That means and it's hot and it's sunny.
Oh.
like,
He
you
threw
know,
up so much.
I feel you want to throw up.
Dude, it was a lot. Like he definitely. You think hangover?
No.
Yeah, because he was trying
No,
to
I
push
don't
down
think-
a bunch of liquids to
I
get
don't
over
think,
it.
I don't think hangover. I think it's just. He's
I
just
think he
sick.
got caught in the stomach. I think he got hit in the stomach. The play.
Just
Blake
take a
Griffin.
picture of the game.
no, we're talking about the baseball.
Oh, the baseball.
Maybe
knows?
though. I don't know if it's hungover.
Who knows?
Maybe.
I mean, it's usually the baseball guy. Did they win the day before? That would be the how they
So
I mean,
play.
if it was a day game, I mean, that's a big move going out before a day game. It's a big move going out before a day game. I mean,
have a couple of pops with the boys.
Lloyd's gonna make him feel okay with it.
Shit.
That's how it starts. That's how they always get you.
Marshawn Lynch was drinking Hennessy before football games. Somebody got onto him. Yeah.
Yeah, but taking one shot's a little different than going out and tying one on.
You think he was boozing in the clubhouse before?
No, not before day game.
That would be an alcoholic.
Yes. Duh.
It's funny how time changes your perception of what's okay and what's not.
You're so right. You're right.
Yeah, I mean,
You're right.
if I want to have a drink at 9 a.m., that's fine. But if I don't, I'll do all work later tonight.
It's okay when you're at an airport, though.
Absolutely.
Oh, it is. You have to
There's no rules.
Ease the
Airport beers
nerves.
don't count.
Ease
Friday
the
beers,
nerves.
airport
You have to
beers.
ease the nerves. Ease the nerves.
Well, you just have to burn time. There's literally nothing to do in the airport, so you just start drinking with strangers.
Were you
I actually
flying?
like the airport. I like people watching in the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And then the trick is you get a coffee cup, and you can take those anywhere,
Right.
But you can't take your beverage anywhere. So
Sounds
you
like
get
a
the
real
coffee
alcoholic
cup.
move.
It's a traveler's move. You get your coffee cup, pour out the coffee. Nobody wants that. Get the bar drink, pour it into the coffee cup. Now you're drinking on the go. You can bring it on the plane.
So maybe you're an alcoholic.
No, I just know how to.
You like
have fun.
alcohol?
Yeah. What?
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 Yeah.
What?
Is there whiskey in that? Yeah.
Yeah. Whiskey Red Bull.
Whiskey.
Ew.
You were doing coffee and Red Bull Friday.
Coffee and Red
No,
Bull.
whiskey and coffee, right?
Oh yeah, whiskey coffee.
That's
what
called
you were doing.
Irish coffee.
Irish coffee.
That's a thing.
Whiskey Red Bull.
Whiskey
could be
and
a
Red
thing.
Bull is
Whiskey
not
Red
a
Bull.
thing.
Oh, I bet it is. We have a bartender here.
That's the definition of open up the fridge and be like, I got whiskey and I got Red Bull. Does that work?
I can't drink
got a
whiskey
mixer.
straight, but I'm gonna mix it with some Red Bull.
I think there's a Red Bull back
Well,
there.
I'm tired and I want to drink. Whiskey Red Bull. I did see a girl order.
I would drink the whiskey and then maybe take sips of the Red Bull on the side later, not
Little
mixing
chaser.
it together.
See, I get scared when they order tequila Red Bull. I'm just like, Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
that's a
dude.
move.
Oh, that's an order.
I don't think so.
Legally, I don't know if I should serve that. That's like
Yeah.
a Four Loko.
Oh, those
Old,
are the days. Those are the days.
What's that old pre-workout they banned too?
C4.
No.
No,
But
that's
Jack
C4.
3D.
Jack
did
3D.
you ever take that?
It was
No,
only $20.
I used to take Inno Explode.
Yeah, that was a high school.
Yeah, and that was
Is it legal now? No.
And
No, it was all legal. It
Yeah.
was all legal.
Jack 3D was not.
I mean, I never took Jack 3D.
It was only $20.
I don't take pre-workouts.
Oh, straight? Yeah.
How much do pre-workouts
dry
cost?
Like 35, 40.
Yeah, this was $20 and it was the good
P4
stuff.
is like the thing that everybody would take for
C4?
baseball. P4.
I don't know
It was like the legal, like NSF certified for sport.
Oh, yeah.
We had to follow the rules because if not, you get suspended for 80 games, and nobody wants to do that. You don't get paid.
There was a girl in college that I saw order, what is it, Jaeger and Red Bull? What's that called? The
Jaeger
shot. A Jaeger bomb, but she wanted it as a drink.
Yeah, people ask me that, and I'm like, you know what? If you want that, I'll do that for you.
I'll do that for you. Put on a dog
How do
collar.
you charge that? Do you just charge multiple shots?
No. I got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They make
They're
enough
not going to
money.
remember. They're not going to close their tab out.
That's great.
Some old stolen card.
Yeah.
Did you see the Baker Mayfield statue? I put it in a document.
It's absolutely
It's
awful.
unbelievable.
I haven't seen a picture of it.
Looks
Dude.
nothing like him.
Dude, it's in there.
It looks
see.
nothing like him.
I don't know if there's a headband or it's hair.
It's a headband.
It's a headband with hair like curled
You gotta
over
send
it,
it to Jay Mitch.
but like the face just does not
Oh,
look
wow.
like him.
I know a friend that was there, like at the Baker Mayfield.
Hey, that's as bad as
That's like
the
the
Cristiano Ronaldo.
one. Wow.
But Cristiano, you could at least tell they attempted to make it look like him. This one just looks like they just did like a generic face.
That looks like
Yeah, like it's a
it
Madden,
looks like generic
like
player.
a Madden created
Build
player.
a player in NCAA 14.
And this is at OU.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Why'd they
Lloyd,
build
have
him
you
a
seen it?
statue?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's,
I mean,
yes.
I guess
They didn't build the other Heisman winners a statue.
What the hell is this?
They lost some Baker in Oklahoma.
Yeah, but
I
they
guess
didn't build.
Baker-
They didn't build the other Heisman winners a statue.
Hey, Sam Bradford. He is a statue.
Jason White,
That's a
Does
good one.
Sam Bradford have a statue?
Kyler Murray.
Why did Baker
Kyler
get
Murray?
one?
I don't know.
When's
They're
Joe
gonna have
getting
to
one?
build.
who?
Okay, and I said this morning on Jordy's show. Imagine if Joe's statue turned out like that, like it didn't look
That's
like him.
what happened.
Like LSU fans would like rip it down.
It's gonna be made out of gold.
When do you think he comes back
An ivory
again?
tusk.
He was back this weekend.
I know. When do you think he comes back again?
10 years.
Yeah, because he burned the card.
Yeah,
What?
we
was a
should
good
have
weekend
used our
Burrow.
Burrow card.
No,
He's
I
not-
like the weekend they use it.
No, he'll come back. He's just not gonna come back. He doesn't come back during the season. From everything I've heard about him is during the season. It's football season. It's football season. Like he's not
Locked in.
Yeah, he's not trying to do like I would say like a lot of guys come in on their off weeks. Now maybe if his off week falls on like the Alabama game or something, maybe. But,
Even Baker's looking at it like, what the fuck did y'all do this for?
I mean, where what's going on with Baker right now, and then this happens, it just sucks.
Yeah, it's a bad year to be
Yeah,
Baker.
it's bad. Rough time for Baker. I mean,
They
the
even took his State Farm commercials off.
Panthers just said they
That's the
didn't
only thing he
want
was
you.
good at.
The Panthers just said they're going to stick with Sam Darnold instead of you.
yeah, but
He
then he said no.
Then he retracted his
Right.
statement.
He said I probably shouldn't
Yeah,
have said
probably
that.
shouldn't have said that.
So the only one worse than Sam Darnold is, or worse than Baker is
Baker,
Sam
Sam
Darnold.
Darnold.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
They're talking about him getting traded. They said Dan Orlovsky said that he thinks Baker's gonna get traded on draft day for a 6th-round pick, and it'll be a big steal for whoever gets him.
6th-round pick.
Nobody.
Wow.
I don't think they're gonna
do it. It's a 6th-round pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what does he need to go to the Jets for?
Because we've never had a quarterback. So
You
why
have
not?
one.
Not proven.
Well, I mean, is Baker proven?
Zach Wilson
You'd rather
is the
Baker over
highest
Zach
season
Wilson?
Baker, honestly. I'd rather Zach Wilson over Baker right now. Like you
Baker's
can
stock
work
is
with
so low.
Drew Brees thinks Taysom Hill.
She's
Taysom Hill can be a
15.
quarterback somewhere. Drew Brees thinks he should take 15 snaps a game
Do
as
you
a
like
quarterback. Nope.
No.
No.
It's true.
Now, if he wants to run, like if it's like a special package and
They
like it's
didn't
just
wanna-
basically an extra
yeah.
running back,
that.
but like
40 yard out.
Yeah.
Tell Drew to throw me a 40 yard.
I tell you what, coach, there's not many people that can throw 40-yard outs.
I should have said out.
5-yard out.
Tell
5
Drew to
yard
throw
out.
me a-
Tell Drew to throw the ball 40 yards down the field, maybe
Right.
for sure, because he has a little noodle arm. He can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Used to.
But he used to have a fucking good arm.
I was watching.
Famous Jameis can do it though.
Yes, he can.
Famous Jameis can throw it downfield. He's gonna let it eat. I'm not like I'm not a super pro big draft guy, but I gotta watch it. I pay attention to it. It's just, I think it just takes forever, and they prolong it, which makes it kind of like sour for me. But I'll be watching it. I want to because the Saints have 2 first-rounders. Like it's a good draft. If you're a
Right.
Saints fan, it's a good draft to watch
Because they're 16 and 18.
and they have the ability to trade up. They have the ability not to move at all and have your picks. They have the ability to trade back and get more picks.
Right.
So I don't know what they're gonna do.
Would
but
you
it's
get
gonna be
pissed if
crazy.
they do a trade back to get more? Picks?
No, I would be pissed if they traded up to get a quarterback.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
the only thing
I
that would
agree.
make me mad. They
I would
need to
get
a
mad
receiver.
at. It would be like the whole Ricky Williams thing again. I would be mad.
Yeah.
Can you imagine trading your whole draft for a running back?
That was the move, coach. That was in
Dude, that's-
vogue. He was so good at Texas.
Yeah, but a whole draft for a running back.
That's all they were missing.
05?
1998,
99.
I'm
99,
thinking
99
first
draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, or 2000.
That's why you
It was
don't draft
99,
running backs
2000.
that high.
Yeah.
Juvie, going into 99 and 2000. Juvie, you don't get that.
I
reference.
do. Yes, I do.
Oh, I didn't like your reaction to it.
Well, what I was doing was thinking about if I heard that song at the wedding.
You get it from her mom.
From the 99 down to the
2000s.
2000s. No. It's a good band, though. But that's my thing. I think I'm more of no matter how good the band
You need a
is, I need rap music.
Yeah, but that's the breaks.
Yeah.
That's the breaks between the band. You need to have the band though. I like the band more than the DJ at a wedding.
I'm just not a big dancer. Like,
Me
I'm
either.
not a big, I'll dance to, hip hop and, get the thing going.
Oh,
We
yeah?
did Shout. And,
That's a wedding classic.
yeah, and I felt like it was the last song. And so everybody really got very low for a little bit softer now. And I
I know
ended
how
up
it goes.
laying down, and the guy playing the saxophone laid in my lap. And so I was playing the parts while he was blowing into the saxophone. So it was actually pretty awesome.
Do we have a video of this?
The person taking pictures was they saw the moment.
That is unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Are you a wedding All-American?
No, see, I try to avoid it. It's not my day, but there's times when they need me. I can feel it.
Well, it was obviously your day last.
Yeah,
That's one thing I did. But there's people that I figured you would be out there. It's like, no, I'm taking a step back.
some people getting married need the wedding All-Americans. They
Right.
need the energy.
What's peak Lloyd Courtney? What event?
Oh God. I mean, it can be a wedding, Mardi Gras ball,
Mardi
because
Gras,
nobody
so
can get. You're not
Mardi
taking
Gras
the-
balls. Mardi Gras
Yeah,
balls.
you're not
peak-
taking the
peak
shine
Lloyd.
from
Can
anybody.
you dance? Are
I
you
can
a good
dance
dancer?
a little bit. Yeah,
it seemed you'd
enough
be
to
a good
do
dancer.
it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not a good dancer.
Noah can dance. He
No,
can.
you can dance.
He can do the worm.
I can't do
That's
that.
all that matters.
If I could do the worm, I would have done it last night. I mean Saturday or last night. Doesn't matter. But I've done it
A
at.
job interview. Wanna see
Yeah,
this?
yeah. One more thing. Get out.
It's like Step Brothers.
Now the Dixies are a little fucked up.
What a day, boys.
It was.
What a day. We have a curtain call, and we have what's for lunch because I'm hungry.
Hey, you've been eating nothing but salads.
I know I need to do it again, but I can.
And you got your F45 in today. I'm still
big workout from F45
Did you go,
today.
No, I don't. No. Mondays are hard for
Mondays.
me. Mondays are tough
They
for
are
me.
the best day. Today was a hard one.
He doesn't
I
do
know.
Wednesdays. Fair trade.
I do Wednesdays now. I did it last Wednesday.
Or
Well, I did last Monday.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Or
But I do Wednesdays. Wednesdays are hard. It was all cardio on Wednesdays. I do Wednesdays now because I'm almost done training for everything else, and I'm just training for life.
Strictly
now.
golf.
I'm just training for life. And golf, I need to get on the course. Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. Let's get on the course.
Stewie's got to produce the gymnastics. I'm sorry. I mean, what a bummer for
Oh
you.
yeah, you can't. Do you?
I was going to hand it to Stewie.
Nice,
No commercials
love that.
for this.
Gymnastics.
The women's gymnastics team
Oh,
is coming. I
poor
mean, yeah, it's
Stewie.
Stewie. I mean, I'm throwing
When
you
is this?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow for Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm there.
Maybe 5 of them in here.
I'll put it in the title.
Yeah.
Whoa,
good odds.
Whoa, that was aggressive.
It'd be the pommel horse.
The bubble.
Okay.
He said that, not me.
Talking about me.
Okay, let's bring this back. Let's bring this back.
You guys have the dirtiest line.
Let's bring
It's their
this
golf
back. We have our curtain calls, and I'm glad that the boys put some curtain calls in this. This is nice. My curtain call is Mik'd. I said earlier he has 3,000th hit. Former teammate of mine. I'm super pumped for him. I'm excited for him, and there's really not much more to be said other than the fact that congratulations, Mik'd, for your 3,000th hit. That's my curtain call. What's your curtain call?
My curtain call is a combo between
I see it.
Herb Jones just absolutely saying, fuck you, Chris
Yep.
Paul. It's my team now. We don't care about you and what you did in New Orleans. I'm waiting for my guy to come pick me up, setting the
that.
tempo for what seemed to be maybe a run for the Pelicans to get out of the first round and take over the
I think
one
they do
seed.
it. I really do.
I think they lose tomorrow and then get one back at home and it goes 7.
See. I think they win in 6.
If they, I mean, they would have to. This is as down as the Suns will be. This is a chance to take advantage
So I
one
think
day.
they win in 6.
But Chris Paul's been on, off. Time for him to
Yeah,
be on
old man
again.
traveling though, cross
And-
country, tough.
Yeah.
Old man, we're young and vibrant and ready to go. I think they win in 6.
They are bothering the shit out of him. Between Jose,
He's hurting right now. He's hurting today.
yeah,
He hurt. Like his body hurts.
he's getting
today.
run out the gym.
Yeah.
And then my other curtain call, 2 of them, is Bones from the Denver Nuggets. I bet Golden State +1 at. I tried to get greedy. I saw that they were down live at like 12, and I was like, well, Golden State, I feel like kids is going for the sweep, and then
They would have had it.
They would have had it, but Bones went nuclear, made 3 straight threes, and on the third one, he let everybody know it, and everybody's like, "It's Bones!" Apparently, he does this all the time, but like when he's hot, he's nuclear.
I love
and it
that.
was just
Will Burton?
one of those. No,
Bones Highland, that's his name. Bones.
but it was
What
one
a
of
great
those,
name.
One of those
Yeah.
playoff moments where you're like, it's so hard to beat playoff basketball.
Yeah.
It's
It's hard.
So much
It's hard
fun
to beat
watch.
playoff anything.
That photo I posted of the fan doing the crying to
Yes.
Curry.
And it's- dude, whenever I was watching the game, I was watching it with Rebecca, and I was like, look at this man, this
Right.
55-year-old
This is a grown
man, and he's doing the boo-hoo face. And Steph Curry looks, he's like, what am I doing? Like, do I really want to play
Right.
basketball anymore? Look at what
Yes,
I'm entertaining.
absolutely.
How
Look
great
at
was
your,
it
look at your
when-
bank account. Yes,
Yeah,
you do.
but at what
Coming off
cost?
the bench.
Did
Yeah,
you see when Draymond fouled out and he was just talking shit to the fan?
yeah, tell it, come on, a little bit more.
I love him.
I hate Draymond.
You have to, but
don't
if you're
like
a
him.
Warriors fan, you have to like Draymond. Yeah.
Yeah, it's come to a point where it's like you gotta.
No, I look. He's good at what he does. He bugs me. He complains too much now.
If he was on your team, you would love him.
He complains too much now for me.
he's not the
You
same
have
thing,
one?
though.
Anybody else have any?
Ben Simmons.
Your curtain calling Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
Why?
because he doesn't want the smoke, and the Celtics are gonna win the series.
Ben Simmons stinks. Ben Simmons getting hammered by everybody in the media, which he should.
Yeah,
He
he's
should.
taking
Big
somebody's
softy.
spot. Somebody's
Soft-ass
losing an
motherfucker.
opportunity
They're
because
gonna
he
break
won't
up. The
play.
band's gonna break up. Kyrie and KD.
The band never existed.
Yeah.
Kyrie and KD played 16 games together.
The band never
What's
existed.
next for those? What's their contract situation?
Kyrie
they
was gonna
probably-
try and get a 5-year extension, but you can't do that. You can't trust him.
Back to the Celtics.
I mean, he's gonna play next year.
Well, they have opt out and they go to get Supermax somewhere else. Like, can they opt out?
He needs to join
Yeah,
back with LeBron. He can go to the Lakers.
Kyrie?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, KD. I kind of feel
And
bad
KD.
for KD because he's dealing with the bullshit of Kyrie. Harden was fat. I mean, it's just.
I don't feel bad for KD at all.
Let KD come down to New Orleans.
KD deserves this.
We already have KD.
I know we don't need KD. I'm just joking.
KD deserves this.
He does. This
None of his
good.
rings in Golden State counted.
Mickey Mouse.
He said he could go prove it, do it himself, and he can't. He shoots 11 shots in a must-win game 3. I don't care how good the defense. I don't care how good the defense is.
Yeah, you can't do
You
that.
can't shoot 11 shots.
Can't do
Jason
that.
Tatum didn't shoot well, but he shot the ball 29 times, so he scored 40.
Yeah.
That's how you.
If you're a big guy, your guys have to get the ball and they shoot.
I mean, he was laughing with Tatum on the sidelines.
Yeah, he doesn't want it.
He's
not in there. All right.
Lunch.
I'm hungry.
Hungry's an understatement.
We're doing the 1, 2, 3, and or 3, 2, 1. We count down, not count up. We count down.
We've been playing a lot of rock, paper, scissors too, so I feel like we're all good. Something good's gonna happen. You still going healthy? Is this
I
one
am,
off the
but
board?
yeah, I am. But I'm not gonna go salad. So
Okay.
I can get healthy anywhere. I've realized that I can get healthy anywhere. It's just about being disciplined enough to order the healthy stuff.
Yeah.
You've been putting yourself in a win-win situation to where you could only get healthy food by going to only healthy
Right.
places.
I feel like I'm at the point where I can make
Salvage
it happen.
And you worked out this morning.
And I worked out, so I think I can eat.
Yeah.
3,
Treat yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Chiba Hut.
A Chiba Hut. What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
I was a cheap.
I was going to let y'all talk.
Double Chiba.
I didn't get to go. I didn't go on 420 at Chiba Hut.
Dude, it was electric.
You know they do.
Was
They do
it?
trivia.
I
They
was
do
getting
trivia
to my
nights at
car
Chiba
10
Hut
o'clock,
On
and there was a
420?
live
on
band
Tuesdays.
at 10 p.m. at Chiba Hut. Like the place was packed.
I didn't get to go on 420. I'm going today though.
White Widow?
Duh.
White Widows, elite.
That's it.
It is a good sandwich shop.
What a show.
What did you want, Lloyd?
I said Albasha, but I was trying to read his brain.
Yeah, he didn't
I
do
figured
a
like
good
a
job.
Is he Lebanese?
grilled chicken salad, something like that.
Hey,
yeah,
you're
and he's
close.
Lebanese for the people.
You're close. Cafe Petra's fire.
Never
It's
had
really
that.
Good. It's good. It's good Lebanese. What a show. Great show.
Good
a lot of
content.
people. A lot of guests. Great content. Gonna be great on social.
Apparently the music was too loud at one point. I'm sorry.
Made it to 1 o'clock.
We made it till 1 o'clock. Good job, Lloyd.
Lloyd
Thank
with the
you.
buzzer beater to start the show. He got us right on time.
Oh
Right
yeah, I
on
did.
time.
I did. Started on time.
Yeah.
Sorry about the music. It was a new Leon song, and it was turned up on the computer. And I turned up on the board. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Leon Landry, shout out to the music. Shout out to, if you watched our show on Friday, shout out to Talking T-shirts with all the merchandise that they got us. We
Ochinko.
have Sean Ochinko coming out on Friday. We have merchandise in here. We got a lot more coming out. We got to set up our store. I keep saying that. I'm not good at setting. I don't know. I don't want to go pick out the stuff to buy, but I have to do it. I have to do it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You can catch us on all podcast platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, or is it Apple Podcasts?
Just podcast.
It's Apple
Apple.
Podcasts. It's Apple. Just Apple. Like, subscribe. Watch us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Friday.
Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 to 1. Fridays 4:30 to 6 at Earl's. Like, subscribe, share it, tell your friends. Like the comment to us. Mess with us on Twitter. See us on Instagram.
Any bets
We're
for today?
everywhere. I do have some bets for today. Shoot.
Careful with the Raptors. I know you know about the Raptors. Van Vliet's not playing.
Oh, doggy.
Van Yeet.
Damn, it could have happened before I put my bets in.
Take it out.
Cash out early.
Yeah, but this one says cash out. It lets me cash out for the amount I put in.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Barstool Sportsbook doesn't let you do that.
I will have to.
I'm on the
cash out.
Caesars app.
Pocket.
I'm
I'm on
gonna
the
have to
Caesars
cash out. I don't trust him without Van Vliet.
So I have
so much.
I don't trust the Raptors at all.
I have Pelicans plus 6.5. That's not tomorrow. That's not tonight, but that is for Tuesday. I have the Nets -1.
You can't go.
I have the Raptors plus 8.
You
but
can't do it with Van Vliet.
I'm gonna have to get out of that.
That Celtics net. That's such a rat line.
And I have the Jazz. I have the Jazz money line. I want the dogs.
Keep them barking.
Ho ho.
Ho.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of that. I'm gonna get out of the Raptor one though.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's a dog though.
That's a dog, but too much of a dog without Van Vliet. All right. Enjoy your Monday. Enjoy the start of the week. Have a great week. See you on Wednesday, live 11 to 1. Catch us again. You're watching Miked Up? Not as of now. We will have some guests.
Miguel Cabrera.
That's what I think.
Miggy on tap.
Miggy, perfect.
I'm posting it.
I think we need to put Miggy on Friday. Seems more of his vibe.
Yeah, Miggy's probably going to get ready for a baseball game on Friday.
Yeah.
That would be probably happening. All right, you're listening to Miked Up, brought to you by Sterling Automotive. We'll see you again on Wednesday. Have a great day.
Or don't.
Or don't.